do this thing.
Okay,
I'm ready.
cool.
Alrighty. So last session, you guys finished up in the assembly, debating, discussing, confronting Nathir and his Draconian Reconstitution Front. After discovering that he wasn't actually there, that it was just a projection, and him making threats to all the people at the assembly, you were chosen to go or Noxus volunteered you to go and deal with the issue. You left for the DRF's compound, and upon arrival, snuck into the temple where you confronted Sabriel, the angel, and Nathir, as Sabriel summoned 6 bearded devils. And a fight was had, a bitter fight, where a couple of party members fell to unconsciousness. But eventually, you were able to defeat the bearded devils. You were able to defeat Nathir, and as the fight continued bitterly, with 2 members of the party unconscious, Sabriel was able to make her escape through the ceiling, flying out.
Maybe, because I can run up the walls now, and I have a longbow.
As shortly after she flew out the window, you guys took several seconds to, heal up some of your compatriots who are unconscious, get them back to consciousness, and kind of collect yourselves for a minute to make sure that everyone was, for lack of a better term, okay.
I still want to run up and take a fire at that bitch.
And that is where we pick things back up, I believe, with Vanya and Biero just being brought back to consciousness.
Oh, did we get him?
I would still like to run up the wall and try to take a shot at her.
I don't think we did.
Are we still in initiative?
We got all that matters.
You are technically not an initiative, no.
All right, then I'll burn my last 3rd level slot and send to Vex and say, be on guard, the fiend escaped.
All right, you do that. Orani, you begin the process of running up the wall. So you have to run over to the wall, run up the wall, run along the ceiling, and then out the...
How much is that with 80 feet dash?
Well, from where you are...
It's like one of these pillars?
40 feet to the wall.
Okay.
And then it's about 50 feet up the wall. And then another 35 feet back to the opening.
Okay. So dash, change to longbow form, run the rest of the way out.
So you're moving, using your action to change to the longbow. You're spending a key point to dash as a bonus action?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's 80 feet. And so then on your next turn, you would then be able to get up and out.
Okay.
Is there anything else anybody else wants to do while Biero is sending and Orani is apparently running up and out of the ceiling?
Do I still have my potion of fly on me after unconsciousness?
When you drop unconscious, it goes away.
Okay. I will try and fly and start swearing in giant when
it doesn't work.
Mhm.
I'm gonna quickly cast detect magic exactly where I am, over Biro.
Exactly where you are over Biero.
Yeah.
All right. So you're well, you don't have ritual casting, so it would just be
Yeah.
casting. So you cast detect magic. You look around up on the altar where Sabriel was originally sitting. You do see there's some object giving off a magical aura. It would be Hold on a sec. School of Magic. School of Magic would be Abjuration. Um, at this point, as you're getting to the opening on the ceiling, Orani,
Mm-hmm.
You, Vanya, Hillanot, and Nox hear what sound like running footsteps coming towards the entrance of the temple.
Oh.
I'm too far away, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Hey, I think it's time we should leave.
Can I see her at all?
You're not up and out yet.
Damn it.
This is all kind of happening at the same time fluidly. You haven't gotten to your next round.
Okay.
And we're not like essentially in combat, but like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, so, Bureau is sending, you're running, changing the weapon. Vanya's failing at trying to fly. Fike is casting detect magic. All this is kind of happening at the same time. And you guys hear what sound like footsteps coming towards the entrance of the temple.
I would like to ready an action to.
Well, at least the people in this area do. In the
Did
I'll
they
middle.
hear
shout,
me scream?
But yeah, you guys hear Noxus say, "I think it's time to go." That doesn't tell you that there's people coming. It just tells you that Nox thinks it's time to go.
Yeah, people are
Okay.
coming.
Okay. Upon hearing, do I hear Vanya say that?
I'll shout it, and then I'll dash to try and hold the door.
There is no door. It's just an opening.
Oh, there is no door.
No, it's just
Oh, that could be problematic.
yeah. It just opens up into the outside.
Okay,
I will
not dash to hold the non-existent.
I'll move here and I will cast fly on both me, Hillanot, and Vanya. So
All
we can
right.
get out of there.
As that happens, I need everyone to roll initiative.
Here we go.
All right.
Hey.
Oh, look at you guys.
Jesus.
When it counts, it counts! We also have a fucking body we need to bring back with us, I believe.
Yeah, I'll get the
Oh
body.
yeah. Yeah, you can fly, so.
Yeah.
And you're heavy lifter guy.
Yep, I got the body.
At least we could fly before, and then have to take a whole turn to cast it.
Oh, you haven't gotten it off yet.
Oh.
Nope. 3 of you all got a 21. Okay.
And 2 have the same modifier.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, that's got to feel rough when Hillanot's going before you, Orani.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's running upside down up a
That's rough.
ceiling.
Yeah, she can't see
Like,
it, so. Oh shit, I need to fix some things.
What is that?
Hmm?
Oh, never mind.
It's one of those fiends that were fucking with Haran. They're in perfect cone of cold formation. If anyone's got cone of cold.
Oh yeah, Shango. Oh.
I don't think.
Shango's not here.
Oh,
Too soon. Too soon. Too soon.
never too soon.
All right. Fike, you're acting first.
Cool. Is that so? Quick question: is that abjuration magic thing? Is that an item on like the dais, or is it like just like?
Uh, 16. You stand up and look over, and it is an object. It appears to be what looks like some sort of iron container that is set, like displayed on the dais.
Oh God. I'm gonna grab it.
All right, so you're gonna move over to here. You
Yeah.
use 5 feet of movement to move over there. So you get up to it, and it looks like a metal stoppered flask.
Oh shit.
Oh!
Oh no.
Oh!
All right, that's fine. Cool. I'm gonna.
It's like a little chain that connects the stopper to the actual like container.
All right.
And it is currently like closed, like stoppered.
You have detect magic upper. So,
Pocket.
yeah, super
that
abjuration,
shit.
right? Ugh.
Oh, was that free or was that
What, to grab
like
it?
to grab it?
Yeah, that's free.
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash. And I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Biro.
Okay.
Or
So you
Biero.
dash back to where you were.
I dash to the left of Biro.
25 feet
Yeah.
up. And then to go there, that's 45 feet. So you still would have 15 feet of movement, right?
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. I'm making. I need to make sure that Biro's okay, so I need to stay
Right.
within 10 feet of him.
Oh,
and-
Fike's warming up to Bureau finally.
And I have been. It's character development.
It's ongoing.
As long as I can see Nathir and Biro, I'm happy.
All right.
I'll end my turn there.
You can see Nathir's body, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes, you can see Nathir's body. And Bureau. All right. So Bureau, Vanya, and Nox. Bureau, you can go first, and then Vanya and Nox, that's up to you guys.
Okay.
What order you're going in.
This looks like an interesting problem.
Bureau, you get a message back that says, hopefully you dealt with everyone else. Do you know if they're heading here? if I don't hear back from you, I will hunker down and hope for the best.
She's not going to hear back from me at the moment.
Yeah.
So I will bonus action Supreme Healing Potion.
Okay. Which is a lot of healing.
Yeah.
How much is it again?
10d4 plus 20.
Yeah,
So
10d4
46.
plus 20. So you get 46 points of healing.
That's a bit better. Then, oh shit, no, I can't remember how to play a bard.
How do you play D&D?
There's a handbooker helper for that.
Can I use my action to inspire, even though it's normally a bonus action?
I'll allow it.
Okay. I will move forward just a little bit, and inspire Arani.
Oh, Ronnie is out of range from you. I believe you have to be within 60 feet to inspire someone.
Oh, and she's like way up in the air.
She's on
Okay.
healing.
Okay.
I'm double checking it, but I think you have to be within 60 feet.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
So instead, I'll inspire Vanya.
Okay.
Okay.
So Vanya, how do you inspire Vanya?
All right, big guy. You are the wall.
Oh. All right.
Vanya Knox, your turn.
Can I
You
go
want
first?
to go first, Nox?
Yeah. I want to get off the fly spell for my action. And
Is that touch?
Yes.
I
No.
believe it is, yeah.
Wait, is it fly?
Yes.
All right,
yes.
so you could cast it on yourself, and you're not close enough to Hillanot to cast it on all three of you.
All right, fine, then I won't do that.
You got any healing?
I mean, you could
Yeah.
hold your
Vanya's got a lot of arrows sticking out of.
you could hold your action and tell Hillanot to move towards you,
I'll do that.
and then hold your action to cast fly when she's within 5 feet of you.
I'll do that.
Or you can do
And
something else. It's up to you.
yeah, I'll do that because we need to get the fuck out of here.
All right. Do you want to do any move or do anything with your bonus action?
Yeah, I'm gonna do. Let me see if I have any healing light left. I do not. So I do not have. Yeah. I will hand Vanya my superior healing potion.
Okay.
Ooh, yes. Just what I needed.
All right. So you
And-
hand him your healing potion, and you're holding your action to cast fly when Hillanot moves closer.
Correct.
All right.
Mechanical question, DM.
Yes.
Dimension door allows me to take one other person.
Yes.
What if that person is carrying a corpse? Can I
That
take that person?
Be considered 2 other people.
Okay, fair enough.
Vanya.
All right. So I have a lot of things to do here. Can I take a potion as an action still?
You can. I mean, it's normally just a bonus action, but you can use your action to do it if you'd like.
Cool. I will use my bonus action to rage, and then action to down this. Whoops. That shouldn't have that stuff on it. But this superior healing potion.
Not bad.
It's pretty good for a superior healing potion. Shit, a lot of 4s in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then I will stay here, and just internally, Vanya will wince a little bit. Outside, he's still shouting at the half dragons to come.
Okay.
Fuck off.
Does that end your turn?
Yes.
All right. That brings us to the half dragons. Oops. All right, they all move up to there. Like so, and all of a sudden my... What the shit? Mouse freaked out for a second there. And then they all take out heavy crossbows, and they are going to fire them at the guy who's yelling at them to do so.
Excellent.
Get what you ask for.
That's my job.
Saying.
You gotta work on your people skills.
You're out of range for telepathy. You
That's
hush.
true. Mostly saying it to herself.
However, the two... I need you to make a pair of dexterity saves, Vanya, first, because you are in range for the breath weapons for the two blue half-dragons.
I think I'm good.
Oh, shit. How much is that again? Yes, D6s, not D8s.
Yeah, but he gets an armor boost because of all those arrows, so you can't shoot a bunch of arrows into like a dead cluster of arrows,
I do
right?
have a lot of arrows stuck in me right
Did
now.
you guys not know these are the Robin Hoods of the half dragon?
Splitting arrows.
Well, unfortunately, these arrows don't block lightning damage.
Oh no!
Ah.
Oh no! What a terrible fucking thing to happen.
Damn it.
So the two half-dragons, the two blue half-dragons fire their breath weapons at you. And you succeed on both saves, so it's half damage for both.
Those fuckers.
So you got that
Oh.
going for you. Thank you, maidens.
Hell yeah.
Fuck off! Stop
Fuck you,
using
maidens,
those.
die.
So 13 from the first one. 13 points of lightning damage. That's after it's halved. And from the second one... $12 points.
Alright.
And then the other 4 are going to fire crossbows at you.
Alright.
First one is a... that's probably going to hit. That's a 20-something. It's a 20,
Yeah.
23
My,
to hit.
my AC is 16.
You suffer 9 reduced to 4 points of piercing damage. Next one is a 10 to hit, which
Nope.
misses. Then a 12 to hit, which misses.
Mm-hmm.
Then a 16 to hit, which hits.
Mhm.
For 7 reduced to 3 points of piercing damage. And lastly, a 19 to hit.
Yep.
For 9 reduced to 4 points of piercing damage.
Alright.
That ends their turn. That brings us to Hillanot. So, Noxus, what exactly did you say to her?
I said, hurry, come to me. We gotta get out of here.
Alrighty, she will step up to you here, which triggers your action. So you cast Fly at 5th level on yourself, Hillanot, and Vanya.
That is correct.
Alright. Spectral dragon wings fly out of your the back of your shoulders. And Hillanot says, "We are retreating then?"
Yes.
All right. What about your friends back there? And she points to Biero and Fike.
Vanya, fly over
Uh-huh.
to there and let's get the fuck out of here. Let them know. And if they need help with anything, just help them.
I mean, they're in the same room. They're not that far away that you can't yell to them. She's asking you,
Yeah.
Oh,
you need to worry about getting them out, is essentially what she's asking you.
No, Bureau, I think, can get him out. I'll kind of, if I have time, scream over and I'll say, Bureau, use that funky door you have.
Funky all right.
door.
The funky door.
Hashtag funky door.
So she will take off up out of the hole. That ends her turn. Orani.
Yeah,
On
so
the ceiling.
Yep.
You're upside down on the ceiling. You're getting towards the opening of the hole. So you're probably like, if you were originally there, and you had 80 feet of movement, 40 there, and then another 40 up the wall. So you're technically over here on the wall still, because the wall's 50 feet up. Because it was 40 and 40, right? Because you had to use an action to...
I used an action, but I used the bonus action to dash, so...
Yeah, so that would be another 40.
Yep. So...
It was
how
40
much
over
more...
to the wall, and then 40 up the wall. The wall is 50.
How much movement would I need to get a clear shot outside to try and see if I can see her? Because that's where I was going for her initially.
You need another 10 feet to get to the ceiling, and then another 40 feet, or not 40, and then so another 10 feet to get up to the ceiling, and then to get to the edge of the hole would be another 30 feet.
So I could get that far because that's my movement.
So with your just movement, you get to the edge. Like you're like peeking. You're like, it's like if you were standing and looking down a hole, except
Other way.
the other way. Yeah.
See how much could I see?
Yeah, so you're looking just straight up out the hole. You don't see her. She did not just fly straight up out the hole. She apparently went off in a direction that you can't see from here.
Just like the frustrated swearing and halfling. Shit. All right. And then just abruptly sigh, look down at these half dragons, and just shake her head. And she's gonna pull back the longbow and fire at the closest ones to Vanya.
The two
Yep.
that are, or the red one, or the one
Starting with the red
one?
one and then the green one because I got two.
2 shots. All right.
Yep. Try to draw some aggro away from them. Make sure I had everything normal. 1.
21 hits.
Yeah, my bonus action is to use Kensei's shot, so I need to turn off Hex though. Shit. Because that's on that bitch. So not the 4, just the extra 3.
So 14 on this guy.
Yep. And the other one gets... Nope.
The other one is deflected off of its plate armor.
This is some bullshit!
And they all look up and notice you now.
Just gives one of those like, fuck off, waves.
That brings us to the Abishai. The Abishai is going to...
It's okay. You can be shy. Go ahead and leave.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Its wings alight, and it starts flying, and it lands right in front of you, Vanya.
Fuck.
And it's going to use its bonus action to use its creeping darkness. And
How many spell slots do I have left?
Fucker.
Oh, did we decide that wasn't a spell? That was an ability.
You cast
No,
counterspell
it's
it
can't-
before.
No, we've counterspelled it.
counterspelled it before. So,
Well, then let's counterspell it again at level 4.
all right. So you cast counterspell at level 4, and the darkness is dispelled. It looks frustrated, and will instead use its turn to make its 2 scimitar attacks and its bite attack against you, Vanya.
Yay.
The scimitar is a 25 to hit.
Yep.
The other scimitar is a 21 to hit.
Uh-huh.
And the bite is only a 13 to hit. So that was
The bite will miss, but I'm not sure it'll matter.
first scimitar. You suffer 8 reduced to 4 points of slashing damage, and from the second scimitar, you suffer 8 reduced to 4 points of slashing damage.
Good news! I'm still up.
Hey!
Barely.
That brings us back to the top of the order. Fike.
Oh fuck. Oh god. I'm gonna grab Nathir and I'm gonna start dragging him towards Biro.
All right.
That's-
So you move over to Nathir, which is 20 feet of movement.
Does he have
Action
Does he have
to
that?
lift
Does
him
he
up.
have that sword on him?
Make a perception check. You see a sword laying at his side, but it looks like a mundane sword.
Fucking.
So just mechanically, so you're aware, you'd have to move over to him, use your action to collect him up, and then move at half speed back towards Bureau.
All right. I don't collect them.
Okay.
I just I'm gonna get if that's 20 feet, it's 40. I'll use my action and dash. I'm just gonna get right next back to Bureau.
All right.
Right here.
Anything else?
Nope.
Oh, by the way, when you casted Sanctuary, you would have
Detect
lost
magic was gone.
magic. Yeah. All right, Bureau.
Right. First, let's do Wait, is Sanctuary a concentration?
For me,
Not for you.
Okay. So
Sure.
level.
No, it's not actually. So it's not concentration. So you're good. You got both going, Fike.
So let's start with a level 2 healing word for Vanya.
Okay.
Yay.
Sounds so excited about it, Vanya.
I am very excited about it. I have double-digit HP now.
And let's throw a. Oh boy. Yeah, let's do that. Wall of fire.
I'm pretty sure you already used that.
I don't think so.
Oh no, that
Doesn't-
was Nathir who cast Wall of Fire.
Yeah. And I'm trying to get it like
So you're not gonna Dimension Door?
not at the moment.
Okay.
So I'm trying to like create a wall between Vanya and all the other guys.
All right. You do so. You do so. The wall appears.
And obviously it's pointing towards the Abishai.
Who is immune to fire damage,
Sweet, but
as
at
he
least
is a fiend.
I am sure he also has true sight, so that probably didn't help at all, but
At least the
whatever.
half dragons helps. That helps.
Yeah, it's opaque. It's opaque. The half dragons can't shoot through it, at least.
Yeah.
I'll take on
so,
half
I mean,
dragons, fuck that.
You took out 6 people. So
Yeah.
that's good.
And
They could fire blindly through it, but
sure. I am gonna hang where I'm at and say, Fike, stay close.
all right. Vanya and Nox.
Go ahead, dude.
I'll look at Vanya and say, "Go help them with Nathir. We need his body for evidence. I'm going to go grab Orani," and I just bolt up and fly to grab Orani.
All right, so you fly straight up, which you have 60-foot fly speed. So you fly 50 feet straight up, and you have 10 feet of movement left, and you get to Orani as you try to scoop her up. Do you fight it, Orani?
You're like, whoa, 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 whoa! Give me fucking dinner first.
I'll buy you dinner. Just jump on. Let's go.
Fine. Point me at him, though. I want to get some shots up before we leave.
As you so you scoop up Orani, and the two of you exit out the hole.
Now, was it my action to grab her, or could I?
Yes,
Okay.
but you still had another 10 feet, so you're 10 feet up above the hole.
Okay.
Vanya.
All right, I'm going to bonus action down my last potion of healing.
Okay.
It's something. It's something.
It is something.
And I'm going to take my.
You have fly on you.
I know.
Okay.
I'm going to
I know.
take my.
Just trying to make sure you guys get out of here alive.
I know. I'm just trying to decide whether or not I should eat the opportunity attack and dash to get to Nathir or disengage.
Decisions.
Yeah.
Decisions.
I mean, you're taking half damage, so.
Yeah, I'll just take it and dash to get all the way to Nathir this turn.
All right. So, hold on then. How much movement is that from? So you would still have. So you're dashing, right? So you would still have some movement left.
But I mean,
but it would be half speed if you're carrying. Actually, for you, it wouldn't be. Because
I got powerful build.
Because that. So that's 75 feet to get there. So you have another whatever. You have a total of 120. So.
Yeah, I have a bunch more, but you
but
said it was
yeah,
an
you
action to pick up Nathir.
It's an action to scoop him up. Yeah. So you don't actually have him yet. You just get to him.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm just gonna be here. I mean, I'll scoop up the sword, I guess.
All right. Yeah, I'll say you can do
while I'm
that.
next
Yeah.
to
It's
him.
just a mundane looking sword.
Yeah. I'll scoop it up and stick it in my belt or something.
Yeah.
And just
Without an issue.
for a second, I'm gonna lean against the wall and just catch my breath.
Shit.
I have a lot of arrows and a lot of stuff in me.
Yeah.
So I'll just
That's
It's like that scene from 300, where he's
basically.
with the shield, where he's like,
Exactly.
except it's your body. That ends your turn.
That's the end of my turn.
The half dragons.
Can only see Nox and me.
Well, yes, they can only see Nox and you, and they can't fly.
I'm just doing this.
So they're going to go like this. And they are going to... 3 of them are going to fire... Well, let's see how smart they are. Yeah, they saw you cast the spell before the firewall went up. They're all going to fire at you, Noxus. So they're firing 6 crossbow bolts at you.
If I'm right there, can I try to catch one?
No, because they're not firing at you, because you have to reduce damage the way the mechanic of deflect missiles work. You have to reduce the damage to
I'm right
0.
in front of him.
I
He's holding me.
thought they could do that.
Do what?
I
Does he
I
get some
remember playing
cover
with
from
you where I
him
was able to
holding
do
me
that.
towards
No,
them?
you can't catch
Well,
it
not
from
cover.
people. You can't use deflect missiles to catch missiles fired at other people, because the way the mechanic works is it actually has to hit you, and then you roll to reduce the damage, and if you reduce the damage to 0, then you catch it.
That's why we got to get Orani the gloves of missile snaring or that arrow catching shield.
Yeah.
Don't worry, they're not super dexterous, so they're not super accurate. I just rolled really well against Vanya earlier.
I still give you some cover because you're holding me out in front of you.
So Nox, the first one is a 16.
Nope.
The next one is a 9.
9.
Yes.
Natural
that
1.
hits.
And a
Hey.
natural 1. And a natural
Nah.
2.
Nah.
I guess I only roll well against Vanya.
Apparently.
Then
It's a good thing he rages then.
12.
Nope.
And the last one's a natural 20 though.
Shit.
That's just a regular hit.
That's right, because you're adamantine half plate. So you suffer 5 points of piercing damage as you get drilled like a flurry of crossbow bolts come screaming up out of the hole.
Ronnie's just like,
Several of them just ting 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 off your armor. Knocks. One of them kind of manages to find a spot in between the armor, but you're able to maintain your concentration on the fly, no problem. Hillanot is going to look at you and say, "Where are we going? What are we doing?"
Get far away from here. Fly back home. Fly back home. The place where we were, the alcove.
Okay, so she's going to use her movement and action to take off towards where you guys had set up the magnificent mansion before. She's assuming that's what you meant. Orani.
okay. I'm just gonna keep. I'm gonna fire a couple shots at that Abishai and try to
Okay.
pull.
20
So 13's
hits.
today.
13 does not hit.
So that is 17
So
magical
17
piercing.
points of damage. So you, one arrow just sticks into the ground. The other one finds purchase in its shoulder as it looks up to you and snarls.
Get bent.
Does that end your turn?
That's all I can do.
All right. The Abishai is going to look up at you and look over. What's he gonna do?
He's going to pee himself and run away.
No. That's not what he's gonna do. He's going to dash and fly through the wall of fire to get to here. because you guys are too far away up there. So he's gonna go for those guys, but he has to dash to get there, so he can't make any
That
attacks.
fucker!
Back to the top of the order, Fike.
Fuck. Okay. I was not prepared for this. Cool. Abishai's gonna die.
Get him, Daddy Fight.
I would like to punch him.
Punch him.
Yes.
Make an unarmed strike.
No, I would like to punch him with the fury of the Everlight.
Yeah! Oh, inflict wounds! Woo!
18 hits.
Yes!
Shit.
And because that is a melee attack, I believe I can smite on that, correct? Is it a touch attack? It's whenever I do a
Yeah.
melee
Whenever it's
attack.
melee.
Huh. Hold on.
Oh, you did inflict wounds. I thought you were talking about like your actual
Yeah,
No, no,
Pike
no.
sword.
cast inflict wounds into.
I punch him with the ring of spell storing,
Oh, yeah!
Oh, damn.
inflicting the wound.
Fuck yeah, Pike!
Inflicting of their wounds.
I
like
like
that
the
voice.
thought process.
with a melee weapon attack.
Oh, melee.
It
Mm.
That
says.
was a
Whenever
good
you hit
question.
No, when you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, you can expend one spell slot to deal radiant damage to the target. So it's not. This is a melee spell attack.
Mm.
Oh,
That was a
okay.
good. That was a good question, though. That was pretty cool.
No, it was a good question.
Would've been awesome.
But you do 24 points of necrotic damage to him.
And I'm between two people that are about to die. I look at Barrow and say, I will be right back. I run over to Vanya. That's 15 feet, and I'm going to run exactly back to where I am.
The Abishai is going to make an attack of opportunity against you.
He can't. I'm a swashbuckler.
Yeah, but you didn't attack him with your weapon. You attacked him with
Mm.
a spell.
Ooh, okay. Go ahead.
Well, that
That
just means he can't use it on Vanya.
18 to hit with his scimitar. Does that hit?
No, it does not hit.
All right.
I'm
So he
21.
swings and misses.
Oh, it just says melee
Um,
attack for fancy footwork, though, not melee weapon attack.
Well, it missed anyway. So
Hey,
Um,
for the future.
This is more for flavor than anything. I smack Vanya on the butt and I go, "Good luck." And I run back to beer. I just want to keep his rage going. I just go wham right in the ass.
well, all right. That doesn't do any damage or anything, so it's not going to keep his rage going. But you do run up and slap him on the ass,
All right.
and then run back to Biero. Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Biero, it's your turn.
All right, let's throw another healing word to the big guy.
Thank
Another
you,
10
sir.
points of healing for you, Vanya. Every
good.
little bit helps.
It really does.
Let's see. He's half speed while flying and holding a corpse, right?
He's not
Yeah, he's beat.
because of his powerful
Powerful
build.
build.
Sweet. Then instead of doing anything else, I will hold a dimension door to take me and Fike out of here when we see Vanya escape through the roof.
Okay. That brings us to Vanya and Nox.
You can go first, Vanya.
All right. So this is a little bit awkward, Bureau, because I don't have enough movement to get out on this turn. I don't think. 50 feet over, it's 60 feet up?
50 feet up.
50 feet up, okay. But I need to use my action to pick up Nathir.
Mm-hmm.
So I will use my action to pick up Nathir, and then I will just head straight up to the ceiling where I am. Because without dashing, I cannot get all the way out. And I don't really want to drop out of cover and take all those crossbow shots.
Yeah.
All right. Well, luckily for you, the 50 feet up is from this lower level down here. So from
Uh-huh.
up here, it's only 40 feet up.
Okay. I will... I still can't get out without dashing.
All right.
So I'm
Just staying in cover
sorry,
back there.
Biro. Yeah, I'm just staying in cover with his corpse. Sorry, Biro.
All right.
Would you like to
I'll
mention your-
re-rage as well.
You'll re-rage? Okay, I was going to say because you're going to lose your rage there.
Yeah.
So you'll
I'll-
re-rage.
I'll-
Hero, would you like to see that he's not getting out and change your held action?
Can I continue to use its dimension door?
Yeah, you can see that what you were planning for is not going to happen, and then decide to be like, no, I'm going to do it now.
Okay. Yeah, I will do that now.
All right, where are you dimension dooring to?
Basically the same spot I did last time when we escaped, so outside the walls of the encampment and as close to the alcove as
Okay.
possible.
So you and Fike disappear and reappear outside in a familiar spot for you, not a familiar spot for Fike. Nox.
I will fly and dash out of there.
All right. You
Wait, we leave
haul
without
ass
Vanya?
after-
What the fuck, Nox?
You
He can
haul
fly.
ass
He'll be
after
fine.
Hillanot.
Start going in there eventually. Vanya, get your shit and get out! And that's it. That's actually like voice.
Yeah. That brings us to the half dragons. They they're gonna hold their action.
Okay. Well,
Hillanot is going to fly and dash. Orani?
I don't know if there's anything I can do besides try to look around for anything coming at us to take a shot at. Because
I mean,
Nox
I
is
didn't want to
flying us.
skip you, so
I can't do anything besides like look for something to fire at and hold my action in case something tries to follow us.
See if you can
It's hostile.
find me.
Yeah,
Find that faking.
I'm trying.
make a perception check.
Being fucking frustrated. That's what she's doing.
I use my action to feel frustrated.
Yes. Yep, that is
I
not
feel
the right
frustration
thing.
as a standard action.
Why the fuck is
That's
that? That is
performance.
that is 16.
16?
Yep.
Okay.
that's performance, not
You look
perception.
around frantically. You don't see them anywhere.
So yeah, Nox just gets a bunch of halfling swears in his head.
I don't speak that language, so you're gonna have to try something different.
He gets a bunch of common swears in his head.
Oh, I got you.
The Abishai is going to. Yeah. The Abishai is going to fly up to you, Vanya,
uh-huh.
and see.
Can it get to me without dashing? Is it fast enough?
It has a 40-foot fly speed.
'Cause right, but I'm 40 feet up and it's over from me.
Yeah, it's not going to get to you.
Okay. Hell
but
yes.
It does get close enough to because it's creeping
Oh, it
dark
has reach.
recharges. It doesn't have
Fucker!
reach. No.
Fuck.
Its creeping darkness
Oh.
recharges, though.
I was hoping for something less bad than that.
So it uses its action
Oh,
to
great.
dash and get to you. And then it uses its
Fucking
bonus
hell.
action to emit darkness.
Shit.
Magical darkness.
Okay.
I believe it's in a
Well,
15-foot.
yeah. Probably. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, 15-foot radius sphere centered on itself. So you are engulfed in magical darkness, Vanya. Fike, you're standing there next to Viero. You are no longer in the temple. You are out past that half-broken bridge in some shrubbery.
We're still inside the encampment, though?
No.
Oh. I make the sound of my people. I go, "Hooty-hoo!" And I'm calling my stag to come pick us up.
All right. You guys see coming galloping towards you your majestic steed.
Stag.
Stag can be a steed.
No. And I'm gonna start running in that direction.
Biero.
I am going to hop on the stag with Fike, and as I do, I will burn a level 4 spell slot to send to Vex and say, we got Nathir. The half dragons seem angry. We're trying to escape. I may not be able to send for a while.
All right. You get a response that just says, care less about Nathia's body and more about all of you getting back safe, darling. And that is the response you get.
No.
It's a little late for that.
Shit.
Well, bully.
Hey,
It's okay. Everything is probably fine.
everything is awesome.
We're fine.
Vanya-
We're fine. How are you?
We're fine here. How are you? Vanya and Nox.
Go for it.
Let's get this out of the way. So if I were to fly from where I am here, am I able to like take 10 feet of movement and basically loop around the edge of it so that I'm at least out of out of arrow range from the half dragons?
I don't understand what you're saying.
Like the temple roof is like a hole in the ceiling, right?
Mm-hmm.
I basically want to go to like the edge of the hole, which I think should take me about 50 feet of movement because I'm up at the ceiling right now.
Well, you can't move
And then,
through the Abishai.
yeah, that's true. Fuck. Okay, I'm just gonna dash.
So you would have to kind of do one of these, and it's
Do a
60
dipsy doodle.
60
Yeah.
feet gets you there.
Yes. Okay, I'm dashing.
Um,
You can fly.
Before
right? Could
you-
you fly over the Abishai?
well, the Abishai, they're both at the ceiling.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Can't fly
We're at
under the
ceiling,
Abishai.
That's the problem.
Yeah. So here's what I'm going to have you do. Because you're in magical darkness, and you don't know where you're going, I'm going to have you roll a survival check to see if you can, like, navigate your way out of
Yeah.
this.
I am proficient in survival.
Yes.
I was going to say, it's a
Shouldn't have
DC.
been an advantage, but
The barbarian
I
who
was
can't
gonna say-
die? What? Good at survival?
It's a DC 15. So you are able to do that, but the Abishai is going to be able to get an attack of opportunity on you.
okay. Well,
And-
I still have my range.
It's gonna bite at you.
Alright.
It bites
I
at thee.
assume it.
Rolls a natural 1.
Yeah! Bite my thumb at thee, sir.
Okay.
So
and
where
then
you?
I'm just gonna I'm gonna dash to essentially here and then get out
When you
through
come
the...
out of the magical darkness, and you
Yep,
come
here it is.
over the fire to where the half dragons can see you, they unleash a volley of crossbow bolts at you.
Alright, lay it on me. I still got rage.
Stop
All right,
being.
you have an AC of 16.
I do.
They have a +4 to their crossbow attacks, so they have
And
to
I have
roll at least
27 health.
so they have to roll at least a 12 to hit you.
Roll shit, roll shit like with an ox.
It's a miss on the first one.
Hmm.
It's a hit on the second one.
Shit.
Alright.
So you take 9 reduced to 4 points of piercing damage. That's I rolled an 11 on the third one, a natural 11, so that's a 15. That just misses. Fourth
All right.
one is a natural 2. The fifth one is a natural 19, so that hits.
Okay.
So
This is
that's
fine.
5 points of damage reduced to 2.
Okay.
And the sixth one is a natural 20.
Are you fucking kidding?
Okay. I have
So
18
that's-
health left. He can't kill me, I'm pretty sure.
15,
Watch him.
15 reduced to 7. So you take 7 points from the crit.
Easy peasy. I still have double-digit health.
Hey.
And you dash
Yeah, I'll use the rest of my dash to get
the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
All right. For the sake,
We
so you
have-
guys are up and out. The Abishai does not pursue you. Once you get out of the temple, you guys are out of initiative. You all meet back up through various means, whether it's arriving on a stag or flying and landing at the place where you had previously set up the tiny hut. But you all land, arrive, look around, take a 20 seconds to realize everybody's alive and okay. What would you like to do?
Do we want to stay here the night, or do we want to just keep going? Because I mean, if we take like an hour break, I can cast fly again and we can fly. But as of right now, I got nothing. I'm tapped.
First of all, that was a fucking shit show.
I thought it went rather well. Hillanot says, "We're all alive." Nathir, and she points to
Vanya gives her
Vanya.
a glare.
She
With
points to
all of the arrows
Vanya
sticking out of
holding,
him.
Yeah, Ronnie's like trying to jump up and pull one out of him.
"We're all alive."
It's fine.
Nathir has
I'm
been
fine.
dispatched. The Aaron Yes has fled, defeated. We're all alive, she says again.
Thank you for your positive reinforcement, Hillanot. Thank you.
I don't
appreciate it.
have.
I need
I
a
don't have a
fucking
lot in the
drink.
way of magic left. I'd say let's just keep going.
Can you summon your magical house?
I can if we want to stay here. That's the last of any significant magic that I have, just about.
Well, if we get ambushed on the way back, we kind of need you, So I think maybe we would have to. I mean, is everybody all right with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's just get the fuck out of here.
You have to start pulling those bolts out first, Vanya.
Yeah. Try to help him with
I
that.
have. Excuse
You look like a
you,
fucking
I have
hedgehog.
20 Excuse you, I have plenty of sword wounds from the Aranyes as well to bandage
That's true.
I stand corrected.
I like to think that
Um.
he's like, well, these holes are plugged, so they're fine. So let me wrap this sword cut real
This is like enjoying the hedgehog
He's also
cosplay,
pretty-
enjoying it.
So
Yeah.
are we heading back now, or are we chilling in the main?
Well, are we concerned that Sabriel is headed back to the ravine?
You know, that's a good thing. I mean, what Orani said something like that, and that's kind of what happened. So maybe we should go back. But I probably would need it. I would need an hour at least to be able to cast fly on us again, because I don't have it.
Well, I don't think 10
You and
minutes
I,
of flight is going to get us back.
We got the carpet and the thing like before, right?
Well, yeah, I'm just saying I'm out of magic as well. So
I mean, so am I.
I still got spells.
I still got this and holding up the longbow.
well, if we're gonna go, let's go now, and Nox will start to get everything ready to start going.
So are we going or are we staying?
I think we're
Stay or
going.
do I go?
Let's go.
I'm
So
gonna
you guys
quick.
taking a short rest or are you just starting to walk? What's the...
Starting to walk, I think.
With the carpet
That's
and
correct.
there's carpet and stag, right?
Well, the carpet moves at 30 feet
That's
per
true.
ground, so it's pretty much the same speed as you guys can move.
So maybe we can take turns on the carpet, getting a short rest as we go.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds good.
certainly try.
Arani's gonna pass Vanya a superior healing potion.
I am going to help Vanya unporcupine himself and then dump 15 points of lay on hands into him.
Here you go,
sir.
Vanya.
I will pump my 10 lay on hands into him as well.
There you go, Vanya. So there's 25. And then you also got handed a
So I'm
superior
at
healing
30.
potion.
I'm gonna hold on to the superior healing potion for a little bit, I think.
There's a level 2 cure wounds.
I still got
for
a
you.
greater.
There's another 17 from Biero.
Thank.
I'm just gonna use hit dice when we're resting.
Yeah, I figured I'd just use hit dice when we were resting.
Yeah, I have 2 of these, and Hillanot will hand you a greater healing potion, and she's going to drink one herself.
1753. All right.
And she gets 14 back.
I'm not used to being the one not looking like shit after a fight.
It's my job.
Oh, so, when we get back, this should be a turning point for the ravine, don't you think?
How so? What do you mean?
Yeah, there were a lot of fucking fiends that just fucked off, but you don't know where they're going.
No, but their plot has been uncovered. They no longer have the benefit of anonymity. Their, influence in the form of Nathir has been dealt with. Perhaps the Unification League and the Future Coalition can finally come together without the corrupting influence of Nathir in the Reconstitution Front.
It's a step in the right direction. Old wounds won't be healed overnight.
Yeah, yeah. He said he'd be willing to hear my mom out or me, so we shall see. But I see where you're going, and yeah, I think this is a turning point.
Oh, we still lost though.
Yeah, that really pisses me off.
I'm sorry, I
Bitch got away.
would not consider that a loss.
I do.
I like cleaning up after myself, you know?
You're talking to 2 people who one believes in Cord, and one is in a fight arena a lot. So
Ain't
makes
wrong.
sense.
Well, as a soldier and guard, when everyone on your side comes out not dead, and everyone on the other side is either retreated or killed, we like to call that a victory.
To be fair, I think we were the
Difference
ones who
of
retreated out of that.
It's a matter of perspective, I guess. Who's the
Tactical retreat.
who's the first group on the carpet taking a short rest?
I have a question.
Yes.
Can I use my boots of levitation to just like grab onto the edge of the carpet and just be pulled along and take a short
Pull a
rest
Marty
like that?
McFly.
You can do that, but not take a short rest while doing it.
Okay.
I would like to get one. Sooner better than later, just because
Same.
then I'll be
So I can
able
get my
to
spells back.
cast stuff.
Go for
Yeah, I
it.
think,
You guys can go first.
All right.
yeah, Warlock's first.
So you can fit more on the carpet than those two.
Well, then I'll hop on.
Okay. I'd say you can fit more on the carpet than those three too.
I don't think I can fit on the carpet at the same time as Nox.
No,
So
but
I'll-
I'd say
I'll-
Fike or Hillanot could. So
Let Hillanot. She took a beating. Like
she's
Fike's.
actually relatively fine.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Fike's,
no,
Fike's
not
gonna
for
be.
nothing.
I feel
Not
like
for
Hillanot and
nothing.
I got the less.
Yeah, she's at 99 out of 114.
Yeah, Hillanot did not get hit. I was like a half health. That's it.
Yeah, he told me when I gave her healing light, she went back to full. I was like, oh, I thought she.
Yeah, she's looking pretty good.
Fine. Well, I get no benefit from a short rest, so.
Except you could roll hit dice.
Yeah, I'm at 57. Yeah, I'll do it if no one else is gonna take it.
All right. So the four of you on the carpet, the Vanya and Hillanot are walking alongside of it.
I'll give Hillanot my stag because I'm a man of class.
Okay. Vanya walking beside Hillanot on a stag. She looks sort of uncomfortable at first, but when she gets used to it, it's, she just kind of lets it do the work. But an hour passes. You guys can roll hit dice, and you warlocks can regenerate your spells and whatnot. If there's any conversation that you'd like to have during the travel. You have Nathir slung across the back of your stag.
Yeah, he's all Yeah, oddly enough, usually a deer is tied to like a cart, but now the deer is the cart now.
I'm probably gonna be telling Vanya the story about like how stupid his face looked when she slammed it into the ground. Because he couldn't do shit.
Vanya,
He was kind of drooling.
Vanya cheers up a little bit upon hearing this story. But he still looks pretty grumpy.
Yeah, that's the best she can do is like making herself feel better about that.
He amuses himself by starting to like snap off the ends of the arrows that are stuck in him.
Oh man, that was a day.
16. Oh, that's not what I wanted to hit. Oops. There we go.
Initiative, everybody get down!
So you
Sorry.
expected a...
Wrong thing.
I cast inflict wound on Nox.
Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
26.
What you did was sneaky, underhanded, and distasteful. I love it.
Love it. This is for not loving me, Nox.
I can't math today. There we go. 72. Not bad.
Yeah.
So,
it's go ahead.
thank you guys for helping me. I know I kind of volunteered us.
What we do, Nox.
It's kind of what I have to
to help
do. So
you.
yeah.
Oh, Ronnie, does that mean
Promise
you're
to
going to
help.
leave us?
No, I think I have to stick around. Tara did mention there's something else you assholes had to do. Besides, you come up with interesting fights. Even if they
Eventually.
do fucking run away.
I mean, we still got to find a Rakshasa.
I heard about
Yes.
that, yeah.
We do.
Vanya told me.
And then somebody needs to figure out how the fuck to keep him from running away. Little shit.
No.
Oh, I want a chance at that.
I hold up the flask, not knowing what it does, just bullshitting Vanya.
What the
Yeah,
fuck
Yeah,
is
what's
that?
I don't know.
It's a flask.
How is some
It's get drunk.
to help him from keeping
We
away?
we get him drunk. We convince him he did terrible things. We
You
have
can read our thought. Wait. Yeah, I know that.
Have you been
Hillanot,
holding on booze this whole time?
Have you been holding out on us?
Yeah, what the fuck? I need that. I can,
no.
I can heal some shit.
Fuck you. I don't. This is magic. I don't know what it does yet.
Here, I'll drink it.
What?
No.
Give it to
We're not
Knox. He'll
drinking
try
it.
anything.
No.
Once.
Different, I won't try anything.
I got a great drink. I got a great trick. I can only do it once. We're going to get this figured out exactly what this is, and then if it is alcohol, feel
How do you
free to
know it's
beat my
magical?
head in. I detected magic, and I saw that it's magic.
Magic
Oh,
booze.
you're not lying.
Weird.
Insight check.
The banishment kind. What was it? Abjuration.
Abjuration.
Abjuration magic. It's protective magic.
Yep.
So
Oh,
really
good.
good booze.
Protective booze.
Let's hold off on
I-
any items that demons like to play with.
How high are we off the ground? I will leave the fucking. I will.
You're
leave.
not. You're just kind of like floating as high as like a horse would ride.
I have given all of you guys all my alcohol, which I desperately need right now. And if I thought this could not possibly be bad, I would gladly give it to you. But there's a possibility. Magic items have fucked us in the past, and I'm not willing to risk it, especially right now.
Hillanot goes, when have magic items fucked you in the past?
I have this really nice saddle.
I just look at him and I'm like, what?
She looks down at the stack.
Yeah! That's the one! It works on people, too.
You killed Flint.
No, that's Ronnie just like coughing from laughing so hard.
She
Got a halfling
slides down.
Thank you
Off
for
of,
trying to be into that, Pep.
she slides down off of the stack.
All right, cool. I will take one step onto
You know,
the
I could stretch my legs is all.
Oh, cool.
Is that what they're calling it these days?
I'll take one step onto the back of the stag without removing myself from the carpet, pirouette, sit, and then take off at least 10 feet in front of everybody else.
You better not drink that.
You guys want to switch out so Vanya can short rest on the carpet?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. Vanya, you are able to get a short rest in on the carpet as you guys continue to walk through the canyon.
Oh,
nice.
And I'm back to full.
Hey!
So many hit die just to get back to full.
Damn.
Well,
Where did this?
and I have 3 rages left. 2 rages left.
So if you guys
I
keep
get my
this
key points
pace,
back. Yay.
yes, you do.
Huzzah.
If you guys keep this pace, you won't get back to the ravine before nightfall.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I mean like you, the pace that you guys came out here at, like at a good pace. Like unless Nox casts fly 3 times, so you guys so you get like, but then if you're moving at the speed of the carpet, which is your slowest, like the speed of your slowest person, you're not going to get back to the ravine till after the sun goes down. I'm just letting you know, is all. You know this because you've made this trip several times now at this point.
So does anyone back there know if, like, that there are fucking devils around?
I will do a divine sense.
No, she meant more along the lines of people back at the place,
ravine.
back at the ravine.
Oh.
She doesn't know what Bureau did.
As far as I know, they haven't been visited by any fiends. I did warn them to watch out in case Sabriel shows up, but they hadn't seen anything yet, as far as I know.
There you go, using your head. Good on you.
We like to do that from time to time.
Even a broken clock is right twice a day, Hillanot says.
Thanks. That felt so great.
With a little grin on her face.
Vanya throws one of the arrows that he's pulled out of himself at her.
Oh, come on, Vanya, that was a good insult. Come on.
Tings off of her full plate armor.
I figured. I still do it.
No, but seriously, we've had our disagreements, but you've done more for my people and the ravine than most outsiders would, and more than anyone's asked you to. And sincerely, you have my thanks. And should you ever need my assistance with anything, don't hesitate to ask.
Oh, I won't. Oh, shit. Did I just say that out loud?
See? Just make sure everyone remembers our names.
Smooth Knox.
She walks up behind you, Knox, and gives you a little pat on the bum and says, "Yes, you did say that out loud."
Ooh.
Oh.
Eventually, you guys arrive back to the ravine. It is dark. The sun has set, and the moon is in the sky. It is a relatively cloudless night. There are torches lighting the sleeping city, but it appears to be relatively calm for the day's events.
Soaking the
They can have
carpet.
his head for,
Does
they
anyone
can have his head for proof of death.
No, Vanya, that's not a smart idea. Don't do that.
They can have his head for proof of death.
No. Don't do that. Please don't.
What the fuck are they gonna do with the rest of his body?
I
What
don't
are you
know.
gonna
Examine
do?
it. Ew.
What are you going to do with the rest of his body?
I'm gonna feed the meat to whatever scavengers I can find around here and grind his bones to dust.
Vanya. Maybe there's something on his body that allows us to see that he was connected to Tiamat. So
Then you
I
can
think he
look at
just
his
kinda said
body
it.
first.
Why don't we just get back?
He's an enormous asshole who tried to sell his own people into chains.
No one's
And who
disagreeing
summoned
with
up
that.
fiends to try and kill us.
No one's disagreeing with that. But why don't we just at least get back to this, the assembly hall before you go mutilating his corpse for no apparent reason?
It's not mutilating his corpse. I'm giving you proof that he's dead.
just Vanya, please, for me, please.
You know, the entire
I wanna-
corpse is also
I'll-
proof.
No one's saying no, Vanya. We're just saying not yet.
I want his body after they're done with it.
Okay, I will make an arrangement for that.
We'll put in a good word for you.
This is the weirdest
I don't
thing,
give a shit about
and Fike is curious.
Watch out!
Negotiation.
I don't give a shit about good words. They can have his corpse and do whatever magic bullshit they want to it for a day, and then I'm taking it and feeding it to the scavengers.
I wouldn't mind smacking him around a couple more times.
What if
Yeah,
they
you
do
can
that
hit it in the
before
face
you?
a couple more times too.
What if they do that before you?
What, feed him to the scavengers?
He's
Yeah.
been doing more to harm the people of this ravine for longer than he's ever done to you.
So I think it'd be wise to let the people do what they're gonna do rather than you.
If they're going to feed him to the scavengers, then absolutely. If they're going to do some political bullshit and have him, I don't know, have some state funeral or something for an exalted political figure, blah, 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 we're political assholes, then no, I'm stealing his body and feeding it to the scavengers.
I don't know where you come from, but here in the ravine, we don't give state funerals to traitors.
Which
Good.
she was.
Yes, he was. I've seen some stupid, stupid things over the years, though.
I appreciate that you assume that me and my people are that stupid.
Yeah. Thanks, Vanya.
I mean, you didn't seem to realize I had a name the first time we spoke to each other.
I knew very well you had a name. Anyway,
And yet you chose not to use it.
yes, now you're getting it.
Just munching on a ration, just like watching this, like the popcorn thing with ration bits.
Next week on Big Brother.
So you guys are at the edge of
Or Survivor.
the
One
town.
of the two.
What would you like? Where would you like to go? What would you like to
Moms! Let's go to Moms. I gotta make sure that Aaron Yes isn't killing Mom.
All right. You guys wind your way
He's
through
learning.
the streets, up the switchback stairs to the top of the ravine, to the home of your mother, where you find her and Dinar sitting with Cassandra and Vexalia, Lady Vexalia, and Lady Pike, and a contingent of Hillanot's guards as they are all just finishing up some dessert after a delicious supper. It
I'll
is
walk up to the door.
a cobbler type pie made from that fruit that you got for her a couple of sessions ago, Noxus.
Damn, that smells good.
As I walk in, I kind of do like a secret knock that no one knows that I didn't teach anyone, and I kind of wait for something to come back to
Da,
see
da,
if,
da, 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 da.
You
see if
hear
Mom.
you hear Vexalia say, "Is there someone out there?"
That's close enough to the password. I open up the door.
You come in, hugs and kisses are exchanged from your mother. Vex and Pike look you all over and offer to do. Pike offers to do any healing or anything if anybody is still in need of healing or anything like that. But
We all in unison point to Vanya.
Vanya's back to
I'm
full, right?
fine.
No, I know, but as a joke.
I mean, my
he
torso
almost
is-
got it.
My torso is assumedly entirely bandaged right now.
Yeah. So what?
But I'll wave Pike off if she tries to heal me.
So, darlings,
Like, I'm
what happened?
Well, we killed the asshole. He's dead.
Excellent.
And the bad news, the demon lady got away. And she told me she's not finished with me yet. Yay.
Well, that sounds like it could be a problem down the road. But you know what the beautiful part about that is? It's down the road.
Down the road. Well, if you've known us, actually, have we is this like one of the first interactions other than the funeral that we've had with Vexalia?
Yes.
Oh, so never mind. I was gonna say, well, if you know us, you would know we worry about everything.
I'm
That's
sure.
the lifestyle you've chosen, though.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah. I can get pissed about it, but I don't worry as much.
So, I would ask, so Mom, since this isn't over, and I mean, you know my history with Tiamat and how she wants to get me where it hurts, your name's on the chopping block, and I can't always protect you. So once we leave, because we still have other things we got to do. Once we leave, I won't be able to protect you.
Way to bring down the fucking mood, Nox.
Hey, it's a conversation that needs to happen. So
No, my son is right. It is a conversation that needs to happen, but I didn't live this long by always worrying and wondering about what's around the next corner. Sometimes you just have to do what you need to do and react as things come to you. Prepare as best you can, and not for nothing, but I also have, and she points towards, I also have my guardian, and she points towards Hillanot, and she says, absolutely, I would never let anything happen to your mother, Maximus.
well, if you're the one watching her, then I feel a lot better.
Anyway, after you all left, Dinar and I had some long conversations with Chathis and his inner circle, and some very good progress has been made. With
How so?
well, with the divisive voice of Nathir out of the way, and with Chasith seeing the efforts that we are going to protect not just Dragonborn, but everyone of the ravine, he has opened up a bit. As a matter of fact, there is going to be another meeting of the assembly tomorrow that I think you should come to.
Yeah, I told him I would tell him a story, so I might as well tell the entire body the story as well.
It's not all good, though.
Well, maybe my story will change it. I don't know.
What's the bad?
They still feel you need to answer for the crimes that you admitted to.
Us as a whole, or just me?
Well, you specifically, as this is your home.
Right.
What's the expected consequence? Is his
Well,
life in danger?
I don't believe his life is in danger, not at all, especially with everything he's done, all the actions he's taken to help the people of the ravine, but and I'm sure that will be taken into consideration.
Vex, what do you think my chances are?
Well, I agree with your mother. I don't think it could be anything too bad. You and your friends have risked your lives now on multiple occasions for the people of this ravine, and I don't think that that's something that can just be ignored or hand waved away. And I think that you'll come out the other end just fine.
But either way, it's shitty. Grinning at the other end comment.
Probably just a slap on the wrist.
Well, I mean, I did abandon everybody, so hopefully.
It was a long time ago, son.
There are some
I
good
just
reasons to abandon shit.
Changed
If it doesn't
quite a
work
bit
for you.
since then.
I just hope everyone sees it the way you do, Mom.
I will make sure that they do. Anyway, you all look pretty ragged.
I feel ragged.
Got any
Perhaps you would,
booze?
I told you before, little one, we don't keep such things in this house.
Not even for
I do have
celebration.
this. And she slides over a slice of the cobbler pie dish.
This is the first time that you guys see Knox completely in like a kid. Like you've seen him act like a kid, but this is like, nope. Knox is like a kid. He's like, oh my gosh! Please, can I have like 5?
Yeah, Arani is just like thinking it over, and then just pulls it. It'll do. And starts eating.
Need to have. You can share with everyone, Maximus.
Oh, Mom,
But this one's mine.
Favorite.
So there's unless there's anything else, would you guys like to take a long rest?
Yes, please.
I'd like to late night talk to Mom.
Okay.
And
She's
Eleanor,
not a late night kind of lady.
She's old.
She's old. She goes
Before
to bed.
she goes to bed. Before
Okay.
she goes to bed, I'd like to.
All
I'd
right.
like to.
You should have been in bed
take-
4 hours ago. She had dinner like 6 hours ago.
I like to take her and have somewhat of as private as a conversation as I can.
So you guys go out to the small garden out in back of their little house. What's on your mind?
Well, I'm thinking worst case scenario. So I don't know. Was Dad like this? Was he like a worrywart? Is that where I get it from? Because you don't seem to be one.
Oh, I'm a mother. All I do is worry about you.
You don't show it.
That doesn't do any good.
Well,
All the worrying in the world isn't going to prevent whatever's going to happen from happening. It's actions that do that.
right. And the thing I'm thinking of is the action that keeps me away from you. Worst case scenario, I'm probably not going to go to jail, which seems to be the case. But worst case scenario I'm thinking is they're going to tell me to leave and never come back. So, yeah, I guess I just wanted to have that conversation with you.
I think that you are being a bit pessimistic and that we will cross that bridge when we come to it.
Well, if you say so. Do you think Dad's proud of me?
No, I don't think that he is. I know that he is. She reaches
Why
up
was
and
he?
pinches your cheek a little bit.
I don't really remember him very much.
Well, you were very young when he was taken from us.
I just forgive my language, but I just remember him being an asshole, and I don't remember all the good stuff. Maybe I just didn't see it.
Your father cared for you very much. He may not have always been the best at showing it, especially to a boy that was so young, but he did. All the actions that he took and the sacrifices that he made was because he cared about you and I. I know that may be difficult to understand with as gruff and strict as he always seemed to be, but that's the way many military men are. And he, instead of showing love through verbal and physical expression, did it through his actions that he took to provide for us and and protect us from the dangers of the outside world.
Yeah, that's true. No offense. I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy you found someone and all, but kind of wish he was still here.
So do I, but be comforted. He is looking down on us and watching over us, as he always has.
He'll kind of wipe some tears from his eyes and, well, I'm glad I got to see you again, and I'm sorry that I left for so long.
You had a difficult early portion of your life, and if it was the open world which turned you into the man that you've become, then perhaps it was for the best.
Honestly, I would say I became the man I am today because of those people in the room. And the one that you unfortunately did not get to meet.
Well, perhaps she and your father are swapping soldier stories.
That would be very funny. I can just imagine. I don't even know how that would go. She's like 1,000 years old, and then I just go into the story of telling her everything about Renata and how like she was like my little sister, even though she was older, and just like and I just go on and on until I start to see that she's starting to nod off, and I'm just like,
Yeah, and it's not out of like disinterest in the story. It's just that she's like super old, and it's way past her bedtime. But she also doesn't want, she's getting to have a nice, quiet conversation with her son for the first time in a long time, and she doesn't want to stop it. But eventually, she kind of like falls asleep into your shoulder.
and I pick her up and I bring her and I put her in bed.
All right. Any other things that need to be done before the morning?
I'm gonna change my stag. I'm gonna recast Find Steed and summon a Mastiff.
A mastiff. Okay.
Oh, a dog. I was like, I thought you meant a mastodon, like
No.
an elephant. I'm like, you can do
Amazing.
that? You can fucking
I
do that?
I can do a lot of things that you guys don't know about. And I set up
Fucking mastodon over here.
I set up my tent outside, and I tell the dog to keep alert for the night.
It telepathically gives you an affirmative and says it will. It starts like sniffing and doing circles around the house.
Well, I know it's gonna go pee now, but later go.
You all wake unless there's something else.
I had one thing, but I want everybody else to go before
Okay.
Yeah, what Vaughn you want to do?
Out of courtesy.
Vanya's gonna haul Nathir's corpse off to somewhere no one can see him and start checking it over, just for any like marks or anything on it.
All right, make an investigation check.
I mean, I'm gonna spend like 2 full hours doing it.
Okay. I'll change the DC then. 18. Okay. On his body, you do find a coin pouch. That is, after looking it over, it has the what would be 750 gold pieces in it.
All right, I'll split that with everybody in the morning.
I mean, it's in platinum.
How much was it? How much was it again?
So 75.
750.
So it's 75 platinum.
Okay, I'll put that in now.
There is a gold sapphire encrusted holy symbol of Bahamut. It does not appear to be magical in nature or anything, just expensive.
Mhm.
That is, he wears around his neck on a gold chain. And there is what appears to be a scroll case on his person that is in a very fancy-looking, expensive-looking gold leafed scroll case. As far as like markings on his body, other than the injuries that he suffered at the hands of you guys, you don't see any like tattoos or brands or anything like that. Yeah.
Okay. I'll haul his body back towards the house and fall asleep outside.
Okay.
Ronnie was just gonna basically swipe another piece of the cobbler and take it outside, just like finding some place to lean up against, and converted the thing back to a tetsubo, and just kind of like munching on it while whispering. So is that enough
I
for
miss
righteous?
food. You hear him say, "I miss food."
Did you eat way back when? Is that?
I mean, I was a human, so yes.
Oh. Huh. I thought you were just always a sentient sword that just was apparently really persuasive to people.
No, Do you not pay attention? I was the
No, maybe not.
general of the 9 armies of the revolution.
What, you're saying a sword can't do that? You swordist. Just grinning. Mouthful of cobbler.
You did good works and made the world a safer place today.
Really? 'Cause I kind of feel disappointed in the whole shit show. They all got away. I thought you would.
I, quite frankly, agree with the female Dragonborn's assessment of things.
So,
Just because you lose a battle or don't kill every opponent in a battle and some of them get away doesn't mean you're losing the war.
fair enough. Now, sometimes it feels like that to me. But I'm used to getting the job done.
What was your objective? Your objective was to take care of Nathea. Objective completed. Your objective was to help reunite these divided people. It appears that that objective is moving towards a successful completion. Your objective was to reunite your compatriot with his family and his mother. Check, check, and check.
Guess I'm not used to thinking about it like that. Which kind of disgusts me, honestly. I thought I'd get away from the whole shitty mercenary soldier business. But I still like to fight.
Well, there's a difference between fighting for coin and fighting for something you believe in.
It's weird to think I believe in that. It's kind of weird.
You can believe in people as well as things, concepts.
Yeah, I guess so. And this fucking good cobbler. Oh, I wish you could taste this shit. It's really good.
All right, you're going to have to rub it in.
Sorry for Sabian.
Oh. Wow.
What?
Nothing?
Well, shut the fuck up. I get it. All right? I don't like
Don't
going by
jinx
my
it for
real
Sabian.
name. You like going by your
He's
real name.
not. Yeah,
Got it.
he's like.
You don't gotta rub it in, asshole.
So what's next?
How is he the asshole in this scenario?
Excellent question.
That's her way of saying. That's how she deals with shit. What do you mean, what's next?
What's next?
Well, I mean,
Where
you
are we
heard
going?
Tara
What are we
before.
doing?
I gotta stick
because
around.
She said that could be months from now.
Yeah. That's a good question, then.
Perhaps one you should ask your compatriots.
Yeah, I guess so. I'll fucking worry about it in the morning.
Good idea. You could use some sleep.
Yeah, night. And then just flops back.
Yep.
Puts the mask over and just, like, uses it as a cover.
You had one last thing, Noxus?
Yes, I did.
I'll just kind of briefly say that I have
sorry.
another.
Go ahead, Vero.
I'll have another guilty night's sleep stewing over what I believe I did to Amara years ago.
Still? Jeez.
Wow.
I feel like
Fucked
you're
him
just
up.
trying to rub that into me, Bill, now.
I will neither confirm nor deny.
Without speaking to the Secretary of Defense.
Man of class.
Integrity is a thing for people.
Yeah. So I'm getting an echo from somebody. But anyway,
Yes.
let's go now. Noxus or Fike, did you have anything? No, you already did your thing. Noxus. You're muted. And I'm echoing again.
Go to sleep and everything. And when he puts his mom to bed, he goes out and he looks to find that there's no cobblers.
You muted.
Or you cut out or something. Why am I
Echoing through him.
I think it's echoing not.
Because
now-
to find.
Go. All right. Because now. Flint's echoing.
Mm-hmm. That's so weird. It's like
Yeah,
flipping.
It's Nox. His mic was doing that before we started.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead, John. See.
Maybe.
Can't hear you, bud.
He's not talking.
Nope.
Name's lit up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but his mouth isn't moving. But I'm getting an echo again.
You guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you not in fucking headphones?
I don't know. But anyway.
Oh, still working on it. Yeah, refresh time. We'll get there, Crunch.
D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond, everybody.
Oh my gosh. What
D&D Beyond.
Just released the Theros book.
It's D&D.
They did.
Dude, that Theros book is pretty cool.
Mhm.
I didn't even know they had a
do
book
like
coming out, and I don't even know what it is.
It's like
It's
the
a Greek setting.
Greek
basically.
setting.
Oh, is it like what?
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
planning on
Yeah.
doing?
You may want to check it
Yeah.
out.
I guess it's a magic. It's a magic world,
Oh, it's like one of the. It's like the Raven. It's like a like from
kind
the.
of. Like I know at
Gathering
least
setting?
cards are magic cards from some of the stuff they got. Some of the
Oh yeah,
names.
no, I did not take that from that card. I literally typed in something and Renata
Okay.
came up. And
Okay.
We can hear you now.
Yeah, we can
so
hear you
hear
fine.
you
So
now.
what were you
So-
saying?
Echo, so
So
Oh yeah.
sorry about the echo, everything, but I wait to find Hillanot, and I kind of motion for her to come outside and look at the sky.
she will follow you out to the garden. Having trouble sleeping?
You could say that. Yeah. Just a little bit. I told you I was going to say something to you in the fight. And wow, I feel so uncool right now. First, thank you for everything that you've done, and thank you for believing in me when I felt like no one else did other than my party, you know? So that was really nice. And honestly, like, you know what? I'm not good at this. I'm just going to be up straight and forward. I like you.
She kind of smiles and says, you know, for someone who's relatively charismatic, you're not very good with words. And she leans in and kisses you.
He does it right back.
Hey.
Fade to black.
The dog tells me everything. It's like people are still fucking in the garden.
Vanya
surrounded by a-
out there inspecting a corpse feels an urge to vomit.
And we do a circular wipe to black screen.
A dog and a sword gets the whole thing.
As you all come to consciousness in the morning, breakfast is provided for you by Mama Haran. And Noxus and Hillanot are a little bit later than everyone else.
Your scales are glowing.
What? What? They are? No, they're not. Good morning. Hi. Hello.
Oh, not
Did
quite
you
walk of
try
shame.
and paint yourself to be a different colored dragonborn again?
What?
Your mother told me that when you were 4, you painted yourself to be pink and proclaimed yourself the first pink dragonborn.
Sorry, what?
Did you try and
His
do this
eyes-
again?
His eyes get so wide because not only is his party hearing it, Hillanot is hearing it, and like his cheeks get so red. You never thought you could see red on a green dragonborn, but you are seeing red cheeks.
Oh no, he's turning
And then
pink already!
And then he looks at his mom and he goes, "Mom, you said we would never speak of that."
That is a really adorable story about you.
I could stand to hear some more.
Mom, what else did you tell him?
Yes, please tell us what you told him.
No. Let's not. Please, for the love of Bahamut, let's.
Hillanot kind of almost does a little spit take with her coffee into her mug and says, I don't know, I feel like you'd look good in pink.
Nox has no idea what to say.
Is that an entendre?
Wait, what's an entendre?
Yes, Vanya, what else did Haran tell you about Noxus as a child?
Yes.
Oh, she had a couple of lovely stories, like the time he puked all over her from eating too much grass. The time he once left her sight for maybe a minute and somehow ended up on one of the other flying cities.
I actually don't.
Apparently, she once found you playing with a rabbit poop when you were 2, thinking that you'd found some very neat, very soft stones.
Mom.
This has ruined Fike's
He'll
appetite.
go on for. He'll go on for a couple more.
Yeah.
She's just shoveling food into her face. And
I haven't won.
Pike and Cassandra and Vex are just entranced by the stories and are just kind of like sitting there almost kind of like, tell me more.
This is the best breakfast in a show ever.
So several minutes go by as you eat breakfast and Vanya shares some of these stories as Nox turns a deeper and deeper shade of red.
Every time he finishes one, he goes, "Mom," and then he'll look at Vanya and be like, "Please stop, please."
Keep going.
You could have just let me take his body. This is my revenge.
That's rude. That's rude, Bob.
We should probably get going. We don't want to keep the assembly waiting.
Yes, I agree. That is a great idea. Great idea.
Yes.
Good idea. I can tell more stories on the road.
They can add it to the opposite of your punishment. Hasn't even put through enough.
So do you guys find your way back to the city?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you guys travel back down into the ravine to the assembly house, where there is a rather large contingent of people, kind of like filing in to the assembly, as the at first, the section that is usually reserved for the Draconian Reconstitution Front is empty, but when people realize that there's no one coming to fill it, it starts to get filled in by members from the other two coalitions. Eventually,
Are they congregated together? Like they're just sitting together, like Draconian and Ravenite? There's no like Ravenite and then space. Like is it like a Draconian is sitting next to a Ravenite?
on occasion, yeah, obviously there's a lot more Ravenites than there are Draconians.
Okay. I just wanted to see if it was a mixed crew and not just like
Yeah,
a singular.
at first it's weird because it used to be so like, these people sit here, these people sit here, these people sit here, but people are just kind of like it was weird. Like the other sections were filling up, and that section was being left empty, and then people realized like, oh, I guess there's no one coming to sit here, so people just kind of like started randomly filing in over there and just kind of like filling in the space.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not like there's it's not all like segregated or anything. Eventually, the speaker bangs the gavel to bring the assembly meeting to order, and says, "Well, I guess we shouldn't keep everyone waiting." And he looks down at you, Noxus, and says, "I believe, if rumor is correct, you have good news to report."
Yeah, and I look at Vanya and I say, the body, please.
I'll just kind of huck it into the middle of the assembly.
Whack onto like the hard marble like floor. The body just kind of like like crash test dummy like lands
Yeah,
and
nothing.
Unity
no,
engine.
no semblance of like
Yeah.
elegance or anything.
there's like several gasps and stuff. He's like, "Well, that's rather uncouth."
Sorry, I didn't mean it to end up like that, but yeah, there's your proof. Sorry.
Well, and he kind of like motions for some like militia guardsmen come and like collect up the body and take it out of the of like the courtroom.
I kind of look at Vanya and I just be like, "What the fuck, man?"
I give it the 2-finger salute as it goes.
You said they wanted his body.
But
I gave it to them.
Well, it would appear that the traitor Nithia Norixis has been brought to justice by Maximus Rex and his compatriots, and this assembly owes them a great debt of gratitude. And there is a round of applause and not quite golf clapping or anything, but it's not like a crazy whooping cheers or anything, but it is like a standing ovation of respect kind of goes through the assembled peoples here.
Welcome.
And the assemblyman turns to Chathis and says, "And it is my understanding that a tentative agreement has been reached between the Dragonborn Unification League and the Ravenite Future Coalition." Chathis stands up and comes to his podium to address the assembly. He says, "Yes, that is correct. both Haran, Dinar, my colleagues, and I have, through the night and the afternoon yesterday, had many productive conversations. Given the work and sacrifices that people like her son Maximus have made on behalf of the people of the ravine in trying to root out this uh, corruption that had been influencing us and our decision making for so long, um, we have come to an agreement that it is best that going forward, working together, is the way that we can best protect the people of this ravine. We all have our own individual strengths, and uh, working together is the way that we can best uh, move into the future as equals. Um, Haran stands up and says, "Indeed, there is no reason why Ravenite and Dragonborn alike cannot go into the future in a bright future that it can be. In fact," and she looks back at Chathis and says, "I would like to put a proposal to the Assembly that the terms Dragonborn and Ravenite no longer are needed. There is no need for two delineations, people. I would put it to the Assembly that going forward, all people of the ravine with dragon blood in them shall be referred to as dragon kin." The assemblyman bangs the gavel and says, "Do I have a second?"
I second. Can I do that? Can we do that, Mom?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I second. I second.
A vote shall be taken. And a vote goes through the assembly, and the proposition is passed. And the speaker bangs the gavel and says, "Henceforth, all those born with dragon blood shall be referred to as dragon kin. The terms dragonborn and ravenite no longer have any meaning in this ravine." And a cheer goes up from the crowd.
Oh, Ronnie, that's so perfect. I didn't think of that. I did not think of that.
Dragonite.
This assembly, Maximus, owes you a great debt. You and your compatriots have ferreted out the fiendish, devilish corruption that has been influencing so many of the citizens of this ravine, and put an end to the traitor Nathir, who wished to seek only our division and separation.
I'm glad that I was able to do something right for my people.
However, while you were amongst the assembly on the previous day, you admitted to certain crimes that you and your compatriots had committed. And as we intend to be a nation of laws, this cannot be overlooked. Neither, however, can be overlooked your contributions to the safety and unification of our peoples. Do you have anything you wish to say on your behalf?
Yeah, I do. I just want to share a story with everyone, and I promised Chathis the story, and I think I should just tell everyone. I don't know how this is gonna help, but maybe it'll let you in a little bit on who I am and how much I've changed and how I truly am happy that we're able to live in unification. I mean, when I was just a boy, I mean, I was here and I lived in the floating city, and believe it or not, I thought like Nathir for a very long time, and I'm ashamed of that part of myself. But the first chance I got after everything was destroyed and to leave this place, I left because this was nothing but heartache and hurt for me, and I couldn't be here. So I left and went to live the life I thought was out there, adventure, fun, but I was very mistaken and worked in a tavern being an assistant and hated every second of it until I met a man who took the place of my father who passed in the fall of Draconia. I met a man named John Gator Hawkins. He would tell me stories about being a pirate, well, not being a pirate, being a sailor and sailing on the seas of buried treasure, the open sea, and I knew that's what I wanted. So I tried to sneak on his ship, and unfortunately I was caught. And I guess I gave him a great impression, so he let me join his crew. But little did I know, this man was not like me at all. He had no tail, and he had a shell. I had never seen one before with a shell, so I was taken aback, and all the feelings I had from here, from my past life, I was very mean to him, and I basically just started on the bottom, taking orders from him, and it wasn't easy. It wasn't something I liked doing, but I gritted my teeth, and I just did it to survive on the ship because I did not feel like getting thrown overboard. But I was made to do the work that I remember having my servants doing when I was on the floating city, and it put me in a different perspective. Cleaning, cooking, lifting heavy ropes and barrels, doing demeaning jobs for everybody, and dare I say it, I was everyone's bitch, and I did the work that no one wanted to do for a very long time. And I hated that man with every bit of my soul. Until one day, a storm came and he saved me from falling overboard while I was trying to save the sails. I was very confused and why he did it. And I asked him. And he told me, because, Boyle, I see myself in you, loads of potential, and you're a valued member of me crew, the hardest working one I have. I can't afford to lose you. He saw me in a different light. He knew the history that we have. Yet he still saw me as somebody who was valuable. And he didn't just make me do these demeaning jobs because he was in power and I wasn't. It was because it was what you do on a ship. And I told him how I felt and the honesty of everything, and I asked him to forgive me, and he did. He didn't have to, but he did. And with that, I got to know this man. And now I can say that I am honored to call him my adopted father. And I think of him when I think of the Ravenites. When I first stepped foot in here and I heard all of what was going on, that's what I thought. I thought, I can love them the way he loved me. Maybe it won't change anything, but at least they know they'll be loved. Because I don't see a difference anymore. I'm happy that we're able to live in peace and that we're able to join together. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, but I know that this was not one of them. Helping my family and my people become one.
Moving words. However, it does not erase one's actions.
And I am fully prepared to take the consequences of the actions. I do not discredit. I did not do them. I did those things.
And as Bahamut commands, we must defend the weak and bring freedom to those without, and protect the ideals of just order. And in holding an innocent against their will and threatening them with violence, you did not stand as a paragon of honor and justice. However, you, in your actions following that, I feel, have exemplified that as a follower of Bahamut. Therefore, this assembly shall show some mercy. You watch as several members of the assembly kind of gather around the speaker and they whisper and kind of go back and forth for several minutes. And eventually they finish up, and the speaker bangs the gavel and says, "The decision of this assembly, in light of your service to the dragonkin of this ravine, is that you will be ordered to go back out into the world where you learned these values that you brought back to the people of this ravine, and will be exiled for 1 year. After which you may freely come home as you see fit." And he bangs the gavel again. as some murmuring and discussion goes through the crowd. Your mother looks a little bit disappointed as you turn around and look at her, but she still kind of forces a smile and comes up to you and says, well, looks like you fulfilled that prophecy after all. You reunited the people here.
I think there's more of you, but
There's more good work that needs to be done here. And there will still be work that needs to be done here in a year from now.
I'll be back.
You better be.
And it won't be 27 years, or it won't be 20 years. Yeah, 10 years.
It better
Won't
not
10.
be, or I'm going to come and find you and bring that wooden spoon of mine.
Well, if you were to come find me, I would be in Whitestone.
Whitestone, you say?
Yeah, I happen to
Where
be
Lady
the Lord.
Victoria hails from. And Lady
Yes.
Cassandra.
Yes, I actually happen to be a lord of there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to tell you.
Perhaps, does this lordship come with any lands, or
Comes with a house.
perhaps Dinar and I shall have to come and visit?
That's kind of what my letter was.
I know, I received it.
Yes. You, Dinar, and he kind of looks at Hillanot, maybe Hillanot, if she is still your guardian, and if she so chooses.
I don't think I have much of a choice in the matter.
I kind of whisper in her ear, and I'm like, I think that's a very good thing for me.
Anyway, you have things you need to do out in the world anyway, yes?
Unfortunately, yes.
Perhaps you can bring some more of that wisdom you picked up on your travels back with you when you come.
I will try and find more. But Mom, this was just the tip of the iceberg of the danger I will be going to.
Well, I have every faith in you, and I have every faith that Bahamut and your friends will protect you.
I do as well, but I don't want to miss an opportunity that I may never get again, so... Mom, I love you. And if I don't ever see you again, know that I love you more than anything in this world.
Well,
And I am sorry that I left.
this had better not be the last time I see you. But I love you too, son. She gives you a big hug.
He hugs her back. And that was all in Draconian.
Yeah.
Doc, did we win?
So, are they throwing you in jail?
I look at everybody and I say in common, well, looks like I'm gonna get my head chopped off.
Fuck, this is bullshit!
Called it!
Insight check.
Make an insight check. Noxus, make a deception check.
That's intimidation. Where's my deception? There's my deception.
Vanya,
Yeah,
apparently they're going to chop his head off.
Oh yeah, they're totally gonna chop his head off. It was nice knowing you, man.
I kind of scan the room and look at them and see like their reactions, and then I just kind of give a smirk. I'm just like,
There's that wink.
yeah, I give them the wink. And I'm like, guys, I'm gonna be fine. I just can't come home for a year.
Well, that's cool. We
Me-
got stuff to do.
Yeah, I elbow Bureau and I go, send a message to Percy that Vexalia is coming home, please. And Cassandra.
And Pike.
At this point, the assembly gets let out for the day. And as you guys filter out to the exit, you guys find yourself in a group with the three ladies from the Taldore delegation, along with Hillanot and Dinar and Haran. And they say, and Vexalia says, so, if I heard correctly, it looks like you all need to be leaving soon. Are you planning on heading back to Whitestone?
I mean, it was either that or Amon, or, I mean, maybe Craghammer, right?
Do you have
Okay.
means of magical transportation?
Yes, so we can stop in Whitestone if. And
It has been
of
far too long since I've seen my children. I would so much appreciate it.
course. Is everybody ready to go?
Give me like
I-
2 minutes, and then Ronnie's gonna run off and buy some more of that fruit from like a stand somewhere. Just like pile up some stuff, some munchies.
I tell her, get me like a bag of it, please, because I'm never
Depends on
coming
how
back.
fast you are at saying that, because she.
Oh, Ronnie, give me some too, because I'm not coming back.
While she's doing that, I will go ahead and send to Percy and say we're about to return to Whitestone with ladies Vex, Cassandra, and Pike.
Oh, it's about bloody time.
And
Very Percy.
as he's drawing the circle, I walk up to Hillanot and I say in Draconian, so the only people who can hear it and understand it are the ones
In
that speak it.
Dragonkin. Or Draconic.
I'll cast
Draconics,
tongues.
yeah.
I'll cast tongues on myself while I'm at it.
Okay.
He will say, Nox will say to Hillanot, so, yeah, it looks like I'm not coming back for a year.
Yeah.
So,
You had things you needed to do elsewhere anyway, correct?
yeah, I did. But,
Bahamut's not done using you yet anyway.
yeah, I figured.
I'll look
But,
after your mother for you.
Good. I appreciate that. But, my mom talked about possibly coming to visit, and he'll kind of look at her and, you're always welcome in my home as well in Whitestone.
Well, I go wherever your mother goes, so.
That makes sense. And if, you ever need a vacation and don't go where my mom goes, you are also still welcome.
I will think about it.
Yeah, because I'm not going to see you for a year, and that kind of sucks.
And she interrupts you with a kiss in front of everyone.
And
He
I
does
will
not
start,
stop it.
I'll start playing Kiss the Girl on the
Wow.
Where did that crowd come from?
This is a Jamaican crustacean comes out of nowhere.
Get a room.
Holy shit!
A singing Jamaican crustacean.
They turned Lakai into a crab, man.
Oh, no.
Before we go, I managed to get this for you, Biero. So the next time you guys want to bring Noxus home, and she hands you a scroll, Biero,
I'll take a look
Which-
at it.
has a teleportation sigil on it. She says that goes to the assembly hall.
Ah, excellent. Thank you very much. I'll
Oh, yeah.
begin memorizing it
I'll-
as soon as possible.
I'll hand Bureau that scroll case from Nathir as well.
It's like, oh yeah, by the way, I found this last night.
I'll take a look at that as well.
He's just sitting there like this, like, I will look at that in a
Oh.
second.
Wait, are you identifying stuff?
I can't identify. I'll read the scroll
Oh yeah,
and
fuck
see,
that.
get a sense of what that is.
You read the scroll. It is a scroll of prismatic spray.
Very nice.
Ooh.
This can come in handy.
The scroll case looks like it's worth a pretty penny as well.
I will put the scroll itself in my belt and the scroll case in the bag of holding with Knox with the other expensive stuff.
Also, Pike comes up and says, "You guys, pretty impressive."
Well, we try to live up to your example.
I mean,
Thank you.
you did a lot here. Fought off some devils. You took care of a traitor. You saved Haran's life. You brought the people together so that I can finally go home.
I got exiled.
Yeah, we're pretty damn
it's
awesome.
It's only for a year. Don't be such a baby.
I mean, I was away from home for 10 years, and now I get to come back, and now they're like, go. So it's like the one place I kind of want to be, I can't.
Well, weren't you planning on leaving to go do other stuff anyway?
Well, yeah, but I wanted to come back. And he
Well,
kind
you
of just
can.
like kind of looks at
And you can.
Hillanot.
Anyway, if there's anything I can ever do to thank you guys and help you out, all you have to do is ask.
Could you resurrect one of our friends?
Good thinking.
Wow, so straight to it, huh? Just
You Fike is holding in the urge to punch everyone in the face so hard.
Well, I mean, if
What
it's
did
not too
Vanya
much
do?
trouble, if it's not too much trouble.
well, I don't. It's not. Resurrections are not just like, oh, I snap my fingers and, I bring people back to life. That's not how it works. You get that, right?
Sure.
We're willing to do whatever it costs.
All right, we can talk more when we get back to Whitestone. All right. It's going to depend on a lot of things, like how long have they been dead? Do you have a body? All sorts of stuff. I mean, I'm happy to help. I'll do whatever I can, but we'll talk more when we get back to Whitestone.
We appreciate the consideration.
Hi, Pike. I'm sorry for my friends.
I get it. Don't worry.
My adventuring friends.
Anyway, we should probably get going before they throw Noxus in the stockade.
Yeah,
probably good, yeah.
that would not be fun. I would like to be free. So
Also, this is just me. Maximus is a nice name.
yeah, I mean, I don't hate it, but Nox has grown on me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of us like the names we gave for ourselves.
And he will look at his mom and Hillanot. But there are very few and select people who can call me Maximus.
I mean, it's only the name I gave you, so your mother says.
Speaking of which, though, hey, Hillanot,
Yes?
make sure once we leave, let everyone know that asshole traitor's face was crushed in by the Arani. Can you do that for me?
I will spread the word.
Thanks. See you later.
Safe
Can you
travel.
make sure he gets fed to whatever passes for scavengers around here instead of getting buried?
Oh, they threw him into the ocean, so whatever comes along. And,
Oh, that's worse. That's worse than letting birds eat him.
well, whatever comes along and nibbles at him, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's
That'll
a
do.
pain.
And he gets
in the-
bloated, too.
That too.
Andy's soaking in fish pee.
Yeah,
Yeah, fish pee and that shit.
a shark will eventually eat
Do.
him.
It'll do for around here. Make sure nobody starts telling stories about him too.
Well, I mean, other than that, he
Like
sucked.
just well,
Yeah.
no, just let him be forgotten.
Yeah, we get the stories.
But
He's
no,
a giant prick and a complete asshole. and he tried to sell your people into slavery
Yeah,
to a devil, and
that's something that should be talked
I mean,
about.
you don't really have
Vanya.
to convince us
this
that he
fucking
was a bad
language is
guy.
shitty. This fucking language is shitty, and I can't explain properly. Just let him be forgotten.
Can't really control what people say in our
You
society.
can poke it along the right path, though.
I get what you mean, though, Vanya. Sometimes the
I
worst
don't.
punishment is being fucking forgotten by everybody.
It's
like not existing.
It's part that and part. So there's. Vero, you have something that lets people understand languages, right? Some wizard bullshit.
Whatever do you mean?
Aww.
That's what Vero off.
I cast tongues on Vanya.
Okay.
All right, Vanya starts speaking in giant to everybody so he can actually express his thoughts.
Suddenly, you guys understand Vanya as like the most eloquent.
He has a British accent now.
Shakespearean British.
They're speaking like Renata.
No,
It's like, holy cow.
He's suddenly like less hesitant in speaking.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there's 1/3 of that
Common is his
assembly.
second language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I grew up speaking giant. There's 1/3 of that assembly who probably aren't happy with things. They're going to have children who will probably grow up not being happy with things, and their children will grow up and they'll keep hearing stories of Nathir, and eventually some jackass will try and do the same thing, or think, hey, Nathir was really cool.
Hey,
Do
Vanya.
you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I
Somebody,
do.
if he's remembered, eventually somebody will try and be him.
Depends on the way he's spoken about. He could also be used as a cautionary tale.
I
He
agree.
could be. But there's always some jackass who hears cautionary tales and thinks that and sees somebody who they can look up to in them.
See, all you need to say though, the only true part about that, Vanya, is there's, and this is Vexalia speaking, is the first part of that statement. There's always going to be some jackass.
Nathir was a jackass
Period.
too, and if we hadn't come along, then he might have sold his entire species into
Yes,
slavery.
and you deal with them, but there's always going to be some jackass. There's never going to be a time in the history of Exandria where there's not a jackass.
Which means there will always be a good fight for us.
Doesn't mean we can't encourage there to be less jackasses when we have the chance.
I agree. But
that's what I'm getting at here. We used to
anyway,
have.
Can I go home to my children now?
Wait, one more quick question. Now that we've saved New Draconia, are we defenders of the East and the Far East? Biro, write the circle before she can answer.
I begin taking the minute it takes to draw the circle.
All right. I appreciate your sentiment, Vanya, but we somebody clapping? Thought I heard like.
Yeah, I heard it too, but.
Hearing stuff, guys.
I appreciate your sentiment, Vanya, and we will take it to heart. But ignoring the evil deeds we've done in the past is not the way we feel to go forward. Recognizing them and trying to make sure that they don't happen again may be the best solution. I guess we'll only see. We'll only find out which one of us is right with time.
If anything, they can still talk about him. They can just call him that asshole, and no one wants to be that asshole.
Time will prove that I'm right.
Perhaps.
I'll, in time, come back and we shall see.
By that point, I'll probably be dead.
I certainly hope not, and I will say prayers to Bahamut every night to all of your safety.
Thanks, Mom.
And make sure you look after my boy.
I think he needs
Yeah,
a lot
'cause
of
if you-
that.
Because if you guys don't, she will come at you with the wooden spoon, and trust me, you don't want the wooden spoon.
That sounds like a challenge.
Boom! The teleportation circle lights up.
Gotta go right now.
You say
I'll step for
you
it.
finish saying your goodbyes as you all go running through the teleportation circle and arrive back
At our home.
at your manor in Whitestone.
Taldori, sweet fucking Taldori.
We're back.
Aren't you from Marquette?
No, Wildmount. Hey, were you not paying attention while you were in Gophibi Po? What the fuck? Speaking of which, that sounds like a great idea. Celebratory for Gophibi Po?
Sure.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Sure.
Great. And while she's eating like one of the fruits that they brought back.
Knox grabs a bag. Hopefully, that one is for him.
Pass him one.
Sorry, go ahead, Bureau.
I'll send to Percy and I'll just say, we're back.
At this point, Vex and Cassandra say, we are going to head back to the castle and to my home. I'm going to take a long bath and go see my children and my husband. We appreciate your help. Do come and see us at Castle Whitestone in, a week. Give us maybe.
Sounds good.
Vex and Percy are going to need a lot of time.
A lot of
As
time.
Vex and Cassandra make their way out of the house. Food is brought for you guys by your servants. It's prepared. Food and drink is provided.
That's
And
still fucking
Pike
weird.
sticks behind and says, "So what's this about resurrection?"
We had a friend that we lost to a beholder.
A
and,
beholder. Those are scary.
Yeah, I'm surprised we killed it. But she died, and she was disintegrated, and yeah, we found out that a very powerful cleric could do something, and I mean, you're the Great Pike, so I mean, if you can't do it, then probably nobody can. But we do miss our friend. I mean, my little sister, our family, we really like her back.
It's been like a week.
Well, that I really would like to help you guys, but that does make things a bit trickier. You see, without a body, that makes things a bit trickier. And how long ago was this?
I don't know, DM. How long ago was it? And
Weeks.
I thought,
I don't even know because the time outside was different than the time inside. So
yeah.
like, what can
And didn't Flint
And
send
you-
something saying that you didn't need a body
You
a
don't.
long time
For
ago?
true resurrection, yeah.
For true
So
resurrection, you
the time
don't.
frame doesn't matter for that. So either way, it has to be that.
Oh,
Yeah, Pike is trying to figure out what she needs, like how powerful of a resurrection
it.
she needs to do here. So
Got
she
it, my
can-
bad.
That's what's going on. She's
okay.
essentially doing you just sat down in the doctor's office and she's like, okay, so tell me how you're feeling.
Do you
Tell
have
me what
insurance?
Does
Do
it
you
hurt?
have?
Does this hurt? Does this hurt? Like she's doing.
Dude, I could just see Pike doing that. That's so funny.
It's been at least a couple weeks.
It's been a while. You know,
Well,
2-3 weeks, 4 maybe.
all right. So this isn't going to be easy then.
I mean, we have our armor. I mean, I don't think that helps, but it's a piece of her. I don't know how this works, but Pike.
Well, the only thing that might work is a very powerful resurrection spell. Um, and the material components that are required to cast that spell are diamonds. A lot of diamonds.
How much?
25,000 gold pieces worth?
That is a lot.
I mean, what do you guys think?
And with things like this, divine magics this powerful, you can't sub in residuum. I've tried.
What do you guys think? I mean,
I think we need to get 25,000 gold worth of diamonds.
okay.
Seconded.
All right then. Knox kind of looks in the bag and he starts looking at how much money they have. Well, I have two. He pulls out 2 diamonds that are 300 gold pieces. This is what I have now, and then he takes out the 6 bags of diamonds, rubies, and emeralds, and he takes out all the diamonds and puts them in the pile. I don't think that's enough, but I mean we have 121 platinum and we have 4,055 gold. I mean, Pike, how do you know if this is enough? I mean, do we need more?
I buy diamonds, Knox. I gotta go find diamonds and buy them.
I don't know how to do this. Like, I just want my friend back.
I don't know where you can find that many diamonds, but if you can, and you bring them to me, we can certainly try. And I just want to be clear and upfront, even if you find enough diamonds, and even if we do the ritual, there's no guarantee that they can come back.
We have to try.
I understand that, believe me, and I'll help you. But I just don't want you to think that. I just want you to understand. Going in. That's all.
Appreciate the honesty.
So why don't we figure this out? And she sits down. She she kind of let's figure this out. And she sits down at the table and she starts separating out the diamonds and trying to figure out how much you guys have got so far. So you pulled out 2 diamonds that are 300 gold each, so that's 600. And then the rubies, emeralds, and diamonds that you found was you had 3 bags that were all mixed, right?
Yeah, it was 1,200 each.
So if it was all equal shares, which it was, that means you would have another 1,200 worth of diamonds. So that's got you up to 1,800 worth of diamonds so far.
It's a start.
That's a start. And then you said, I don't know how much money you said you had.
121 platinum and 4,055 gold.
So
Yeah, we're a ways off.
You're a ways off. I mean, you might want to do some research on where you could find that many diamonds.
I will put all the diamonds back in the bag of holding in their respective bags.
And then see if you can't, go buy more diamonds, or see if there's a place that has a lot of diamonds and you might be able to get them from there. But I'm planning on heading back to Western? Because that's where, my home is, and Scanlan's back there, and I got. But I'll tell you what, if you guys ever happen to come across what you need, bring it to me, and we'll give it a shot.
Okay.
Thank you, Lady Pike.
You bet.
Thank you.
Hey, don't give up. This doesn't mean it can't be done. You just gotta put a little work in first. Okay, I'm gonna go now. She hops down from the table and heads out the front door.
Lovely.
So, we were gonna go into some downtime. You guys, we're gonna do some downtime. So you guys can do some research. You can, it can be as much downtime as you guys want, because you guys are kind of just waiting to hear from Tara at the moment, while she does her research. So, if you guys want to take a minute and think about what you want to do during your downtime, and or what thread you guys want to pull on, if you have a thread you guys want to pull on, or what you guys would like to do. We'll probably finish up with some downtime stuff and start next week with some downtime stuff. So
I have a few thoughts if anyone's needs to think on it.
Go ahead.
I'd like to get the flask identified.
okay,
I'd like to check in with Strats, see if he's found anything
okay.
for me.
Which one would you like to do first?
Checking with Strats.
All right, so you use the
Sending stone.
the sending stone. You send a message to Strats, and he replies back to you, tells you that he has scoured Iman, checking in on rumors and anything he can. He has not found anything in Iman, and he is heading to Kymel next.
Okay.
But he has not forgotten his promise to you.
I tell him he's doing a great job and make sure he makes plenty of coin. And,
He tells you that that's not a worry.
and then I go get the flask identified.
All right, you go get the flask identified at Gilmore's. That is a cost of 25 gold pieces for the service of identification.
I take it out of Nox's magical pocket.
Okay. It is an iron flask. This iron bottle has a brass stopper. You can use an action to speak the flask's command word, targeting a creature that you can see within 60 feet of you. If the target is native to a plane of existence other than the one you're on, the target must succeed on a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw or be trapped in the flask. If the target has been trapped by the flask before, it has advantage on the saving throw. Once trapped, a creature remains in the flask until released. The flask can hold only one creature at a time. A creature trapped in the flask doesn't need to breathe, eat, or drink, and doesn't age. You can use an action to remove the flask's stopper and release the creature the flask contains. The creature is friendly to you and your companions for 1 hour and obeys your commands for that duration. If you give no commands or give it a command that is likely to result in its death, it defends itself but otherwise takes no actions. At the end of the duration, the creature acts in accordance with its normal disposition and alignment. An identify spell reveals that a creature is inside the flask, which there is a creature inside the flask. But the only way to determine the type of the creature is to open the flask. A newly discovered bottle might already contain a creature, which this one does.
Do it.
Fuck no, we're not doing
Do it.
Morris. Do I get a list of creatures that? Does she have an idea of what creature might be in the flask?
Any creature that is not native to the prime material plane.
It's fucking so many.
All of them.
Dude,
Yes,
it's the Rakshasa.
No, it's not the Rakshasa. We can put the Rakshasa in it, though.
But we got to take the guy who's out of it first, or girl.
Yes. Well,
Or creature.
yeah, it could just be like.
Well, I need a fight.
I don't know. To be fair, a devil was holding it.
Yeah, but isn't it kind of fucked up to put another devil inside a
It is
flask?
a legendary, wondrous item.
Hence, what would a devil have? What would a devil want to hide?
It's Tiamat. Tiamat is in the fucking flask.
Open it.
Why
I
would
wanna
a devil
fuck
keep
Tiamat
Tiamat in the flask?
Use a CR30, we will all perish. All right.
Soul Whitestone.
Hey, man.
Could be
It's a good
something
way.
good.
It's a good way to end the campaign.
I'd also like to purchase a.
It could be the actual Sabriel.
Yeah, it could be the actual Sabriel, which would be nice. I also like to purchase a necklace that makes me unable to be scryed upon.
Oh, what are they called?
Mind shield.
Amulet of non-detection.
Proof
Oh,
against
proof
detection
non-
or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Proof against detection.
It's like an amulet of proof against detection. They don't have one, but you could commission one.
How much would the commission be? Because
I'm looking that up right now.
we just explained to Pike that we need a whole bunch of money to buy stuff. So if I went, hey, I'm going to buy this expensive thing, I'm going to get shot down by the group.
It's 750 gold pieces.
Good.
Is everybody giving me a thumbs up for that one?
Oh yeah.
I'll put that commission in.
It does require attunement.
That is fine.
Okay.
While you are there, could you please
She-
pick up Vanya's armor?
Which is done.
Ooh.
Sure.
Oh, dope.
I'll pick that up and I'll bring that back to Vanya, and then I will explain to
The amulet will take 2 weeks to enchant.
I'll take the armor back to Vanya, and then I will tell the group that there's something in the flask that is not native to this plane if they would like to fight it or unleash it upon the world.
Nox kind of reaches for it.
Vanya, just so you're aware, I don't know if you remember what your armor does.
Attunement +1 half plate, resistance to lightning, and advantage against frightful presence from dragons.
Well, the ability Frightful Presence. It doesn't necessarily mean from dragons. It just means the ability. I'm double checking right now. Where the fuck did I put? Where the fucking page is that? Anyway, you guys can talk amongst yourselves.
So
Yeah, drink it.
flask.
Drink the flask. Drink whatever's
No.
in it.
No, it ejects something out of the flask that is not native to the plane that we are currently on. It could be from heaven. It could be from the Nine Hells. It could be just a angry fire elemental. It could be a lot of things. None of it which is native here, which is where we live. So this is a flask of unknown and could be very bad. The good news is when we pop the top, it's not necessarily it's not like angry at us. Thumbs up.
Let's
get
open
somewhere where there's not people around.
Then we fight it if we gotta.
Figure it
Hang
out.
on, guys, hang on.
Real quick, so it's +1 half plate. You have advantage on saving throws against Frightful Presence and the breath weapons of dragons. You have resistance to
Okay.
lightning damage because it's blue. And additionally, you can focus your senses as an action to magically discern the distance and direction to the closest dragon within 30 miles of you that is of blue scale color.
Ooh.
This
Nice.
special action can't be used again until the next dawn. So there you go.
All
Nice.
right. Well, Vanya's using that every morning to see if there's a blue dragon within 30 miles.
It's a fight.
There is not a
Yo.
blue dragon within 30 miles of you, Vanya.
He's gonna find one, and he's just gonna dip out and not tell us because he's
You
like,
better
"I
fucking
need
tell
to
me,
do this."
Vanya. You better fucking tell me.
He's
He'll
just gonna do it
tell
on his
you
own.
if he's leaving.
You gotta tell me why. I want to fight it too.
So that ups your AC to what?
17, I think.
There you go.
15 plus dex plus 1. Yeah, 17.
Plus lightning resistance. An advantage
Hell
on
yeah.
saves versus dragon's breath weapons and the frightful
Which-
presence ability.
Hell yeah.
Which lightning almost fucked you up.
It's true.
I mean, a bunch of things almost fucked me up. Really, the poison fucked me up the most.
Yeah, poison. I am thankful to have poison resistance.
But anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt your discussion about the flask. Continue.
I say we just open it up. If it's friendly to us, it's not gonna attack us.
The stipulation is that if we let it out, it's not like, hey, we can go, hey, get in the fucking flask again. They have
Well, technically you
resistance.
can.
Well, didn't it say there's resistance to getting it back in?
It has advantage. If it's been in there once already, it has advantage on the save.
So
But does it do what you say or no?
Once you let it out, it follows your commands for an hour.
There you go. So if
Can
it's mean, you tell it to go back in the flask before the hour's up.
right, but they have advantage on not doing that.
So keep telling it.
Then we kill it.
Yeah,
Oh,
just fight it.
I mean, we fought worse, right?
Yeah, so you can since you got it identified, you can use an action to remove the flask stopper and release the creature the flask contains. The creature is friendly to you and your companions for 1 hour and obeys your commands for that duration. However, if you give it no commands or give it a command that is likely to result in its death, it defends itself.
See, going in the flask ain't gonna result in its
Not
death.
gonna kill it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just tell it go back in. See? What's the problem here?
How about this? I know you guys, and I point to Orani and Vanya, you guys have the real jitters for fucking something up.
Real
about-
jitters.
How about when you need your fix, you come find me. We'll let this thing out in the woods somewhere, away from the fucking city, and we'll try to deal with it.
What if it's like an angel or something?
Oh, then we won't fucking deal with it, and we'll say, you ascend. Go ascend. Go back to the fucking where you are. Because you don't tell an angel what to do. Oh, fuck.
What?
What?
What if there is an angel in this?
Yeah, it was in the hands of a fucking demon.
Go
What do you
let
think?
it out now.
Yeah.
And figure that out.
Okay, fine.
well,
Maybe in the woods, but yeah.
Let's go, because I mean they didn't
Like
say.
away
Well,
from
hang on.
people.
Yeah.
They didn't say anything about, like, I asked them about Sabriel, and they didn't really. They said Bahamut has many angels, but they didn't recall it being one. So I
Right.
mean,
But what if this angel, because all the angel did was cast, light upon the room or whatever, and then it's
Wait,
the
Why do we
Donovan
think
said,
Sabriel's in there?
wait, no, Sabriel's not in there. It might be Sabriel, but Sabriel or a real angel that not called Sabriel. Anyway, I'm getting off track. The point is that they said that they could see through, that they know of, illusion magic. So what if this is actually the angel that they saw? That means that this is very stupid to use this now because it makes a very powerful ally if we have, or it fucks us.
Or we're holding an angel hostage and we should let it go.
We're not holding. Technically, I rescued them, so they owe me one. So Because I don't know if you.
What is the
I-
fucking problem
I-
here?
If it's an angel, regardless of favors down the road, we should let it free.
Yeah.
If it's
And-
a fiend, we should also let it free. Just
And fight
kill
it.
immediately.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
Wait, like, a week, or like, or something.
I get you, Fike. I get you, Fike. You want to make sure that we're ready. It's cool. I got you.
Yeah, it's just not like right this very moment now would be good. Bill gave us a boon and we're going to fuck ourselves with it, or he might giving us a curse and we're going to fuck ourselves with it. Let's try to figure it out.
Wait, who's Bill?
Out of character.
That's what
He's
you're
a deity.
Ye old god Bill.
The one above all.
One Bill to rule
Wait,
them all.
Matt Mercer? Matt Mercer? Well,
Right.
with that, I will go and take care of some stuff then. Let me know when we're opening the bottle. And Noxus will go and finish some of the things he wanted to do.
Same.
All right, what do you want to do, Noxus?
I would like to see how much a commission to give me a +1 to my armor would be.
For your current armor?
Correct.
Isn't it already +1?
Nope.
It's not. It's technically not magical. It's just made of adamantine.
Yep.
Um,
And if it would require attunement if I did do that. Because I'm pretty sure +2 requires attunement.
it's no, I don't. Just +1 or just +1 or 2 or 3 to stuff. If it's just that, it usually doesn't require.
Oh, okay, cool.
Is it? So it'd be +1 armor is rare. So that would mean oh, where are you? So that would be 5,000 gold pieces
Ooh.
to get it commissioned, since you're providing the armor. And you would be without the armor for the time of enchantment, which would be at least 2 weeks.
That's too much money. As of right now, so. The spell scroll case.
The spell scroll case. You go to get that appraised.
Yeah.
The spell scroll case. The spell scroll case is made of solid gold and encrusted with gems, and is worth 1,500 gold pieces.
If everybody's all right with me selling that, I sell that.
What kind of gems?
Not
Huh?
diamonds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're not.
I believe if I said it was rubies.
15.
Every time Bill says gems, we have to go, what kind of
Good.
gems? It's not allowed for us to go, oh, all right.
We have 5,555 gold pieces.
Wow.
That's funny.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I guess
Yeah,
I
sell
mean,
it.
there's other stuff I can sell too. So I mean, I would sell the mithril half plate unless somebody wanted it still. I'm gonna say nobody wants it, so I will sell that.
Okay. You go to Gilmore's to sell that. And they will give you 1,000 gold pieces for it. Well, sorry, 1,500 gold pieces.
Okay. And then I mean, we still have this rugby ball sized of mithril. Does anyone want to use it for anything? Otherwise, I'm going to sell it because we've had it for fucking ever.
What did we say that the effect of using it in a weapon would be?
So if you were to use it to make like a long sword, the long sword would be finesse, and it increases the crit range.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it increases the crit range. I didn't know that.
I mean, I could melt it down and tinker it into something. If
So it would crit on a 19 or a 20. But it couldn't be like a two-handed weapon. So it couldn't be like a great axe or a great sword or a maul or like a glaive or something
Darn.
like that. But if it was like if you made
Something
like a
that,
long sword out of it, then it could
yeah.
be finesse.
And then also we have a ring of thunder resistance and a ring of swimming.
Well, you make us swim good, so
I don't make you swim good. I just make you breathe underwater.
Yeah, I think we
same
should
thing.
hold on to those.
Okay.
Interesting.
And a hat of disguise.
We have a hat of disguise and nobody's using it.
Yeah,
requires
there's a hat of
What?
dis-
Oh yeah, attunement.
It
Oh, yeah, Bureau
requires
got that,
attunement.
right?
No, I'm not using it.
I mean, like, you got it originally, but then you had to switch it out, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I have the spell that lets me do it, Mask of Many Faces, so I don't need it.
We
But it,
could have benefited from that.
yeah. I will hold on to it. And do you guys want me to keep the rugby ball size mithril?
yeah.
Okay. And
I think
Arani's
if I
just
bring
staying out
up
of this
to Per-
conversation because it's not her shit.
If I go up to Percy, I could probably figure out something we could do with it.
all right, let's figure that out then, because that'd be very cool to have something like that. Yeah, that's about all I want to sell. Somebody has the boots of levitation, so that is
Vanya.
Vanya. So
Yeah,
Vanya, just make sure you put that in there. So I'm taking it
I
out
got
of the bag.
I got it on my sheet.
Okay. Do we still want the mirror of plane comms? Okay, yeah. So yeah, that is pretty much Knox will pretty much now just go and get some frustrations out, and I guess like so what John is, this is how I'm going to explain it, and I know it's going to take a long time, but Noxus will use the rest of his time to try and learn the grappling feat and just start like finding like just by his own accord and asking Bureau to send to Kima, because he knows she's a very capable fighter. She may not know the feat, but she's a very capable fighter, and asking for explanations on what he can do. Because one, he's really pissed, so he's just trying to get this blow the steam out, and he's just like
What feat?
grappler. Like he's basically trying to do like jujitsu and wrestling stuff, like you would see on UFC.
All right, so you want to earn a feat.
Yeah, I know it's probably not going to be a quick thing though.
Well, what level do you next get ability score improvement or can take a feat?
I think it's next, honestly.
Well, there you go.
But no, I'm just explaining to you that's what he's going to do for flavor.
Oh,
So
okay. All right.
if he can't gain the feat that way, then that's just what he's going to do for flavor.
It would
He's
take.
pissed off.
I mean, it would depend on how much downtime you guys end up spending. If you end up only having 2 weeks of downtime, then that's not going to be enough time. If you end up having several months of downtime, then you might be able to do it.
Okay.
So, in terms of downtime, the only thing that Viero's in a hurry to do is
Go
get
spend
to
time with Umara.
to get to the Rifen Mist. So, like,
Which at this point, you're just waiting to hear from Terra.
exactly. So, however long that takes. But during the
It could
downtime,
be weeks or months. So.
right?
I mean,
Were
if
you
y'all
doing
are,
anything else, Knox?
I mean, if y'all are down with taking months, I would. I mean, I don't know how many months it would take me, but that'd be pretty cool for the grappler feat. If you guys are down to do that, but if not, I'm not. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. And the only other thing I want to do is open up the bottle. I can't really think of anything else. And replenishing some health potions. But other than that, there's not really much else I would like to do.
If it's months and not weeks, in theory, how quickly can I get to Vasselheim?
To Vasselheim from
Yeah.
Whitestone?
Probably
Well,
take a while.
it depends. You'd probably want to, if you're going by ship, you'd probably want to leave from Amman, which is easy enough for you to get to if you can get, if you ask Bureau to teleport you. And then by ship from Amman to Isilra is a 2-week sea journey. And then, so it's a couple weeks.
Yes,
If you were somehow able to get access to a sky ship, it would be 1 week from Amman to.
You mean like if I called in a favor?
If you think you have someone who can pull that off for you. Not a lot of prostitutes with access to sky ships.
Let's make it feel like you're flying.
Wow, Bill. You know where to really hit me where it hurts. All my fucking charity work. You're like, yeah.
Hey, there's lots of favors that they can pull off for you. Getting you access to a sky ship, probably not one of them.
Yeah, especially because they're over here in.
Yeah. If they had any good clients from Amman, maybe, but
I doubt it. Yeah, I think at the 2-week mark, if like checks in with Bureau, and he doesn't think that, or Matera doesn't think that she's close or even like remotely done, I think Funk's gonna leave.
Are you gonna wait for your commission? All right, so that'll take a week, like they said. All right.
and then I get Barrow to cast a teleportation circle that's destined for the house in a Whitestone into my ring, because that's 5 spell slots, right? For a teleportation circle.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a 5th
And-
level spell.
So I could expel that out of my ring and then be home instantly if you guys needed me.
That's a good idea.
All right, so Fike wants to go to Vasselheim. Vanya, what are you up to?
If there is a thunderstorm nearby, I will head towards that. Otherwise, Vanya's just going to head into the mountains for at least a couple of days and tell Biro to use the magic bullshit to let him know if something's happening. And basically just go kind of meditate and get less annoyed about failing. And
Okay.
as far as he's concerned, he failed at least a couple times there. And maybe even pray to Cord while he's out there.
Okay. Usually no more than a few days go by till you get at least a moderate thunderstorm in the Alabaster Sierras. So
Okay.
that shouldn't be a problem. Orani Flint or Orani Bureau?
Arani's gonna be probably, like, at least at the beginning, doing a lot of, like, they have a training room, so doing a lot of weapon training in there, just kind of, like, getting out some excess energy and stuff, especially when Vanya left to do his Cord bullshit out in the mountains.
If you're in the training room, then you'll be around Nox a lot.
Yeah, so probably spar with Nox. Otherwise, she is just kind of, like, trying to think and trying to figure out what to do, and since Whitestone doesn't seem to have any kind of, like, gladiator arena, might see if any of them know, like, if they, like, she saw probably Biero use the teleportation circle, see if, like, she can go to Amon for a bit and maybe find one there and figure out what to do until she has to do what
If she asks around, she might find out that there's all sorts of dangers in the Parchwood.
That's true. Yeah, if there's anything to do out there, might do that for a while. Try to get the word of the get word of the little Oni around this area. See if it draws.
Yeah, you might if you talk to some of the local farmers, they might be like, "Oh yeah, there's crazy shit coming out of the Parchwood, messing with our herds or whatever."
Okay. Yeah. To try to get some get her name out there. Get some free drinks afterwards. And some good stories.
Bureau?
So first, I'd like to go talk to Sherry and complain that my cloak is defective. And once that's done,
She asks you if you'd like to return it. She'll buy it back from you for half price.
Ooh.
I can't remember how much we spent on it.
I can tell you.
Yeah.
Cloak of Displacement. You spent 9,000 gold pieces on it. She said she'll buy it back for 3,500.
Not for that. No, I'll hold on to it for now.
Okay.
But I will pull a Karen and make my opinion known.
I'd like to speak to the manager.
We would love to speak to the manager of Gilmore's Glorious Goods. I believe that's Gilmore.
He's the owner.
Yes, I would love to speak to Gilmore because we have yet to meet him.
Gilmore is he just sits back and collects now. Like he's got to, like he doesn't have to get involved in the day to day anymore.
I
But-
almost died twice, Sherry, because everything is hitting me.
Well, perhaps you shouldn't be putting yourself in such dangerous situations.
Well, that's
Not
why we
with
buy.
magic items like this.
That's why I bought the damn thing in the first.
As I told you, if you want to return it, I'd be more than happy to buy it off of you for 3,500 gold pieces.
I will think on that and storm off huffily. And then I would like to then actually go to Craghammer and check in with Tara, see how things are going, and if there's anything I can do to help.
She is happy to accept your help for a while, but she is still early into the process of figuring this out. And her best guess is that minimum it's going to be several more weeks before she's gotten this figured out.
Okay. Then in that case, I will head to Iman and spend some time there at the Temple of the Arkheart
Okay.
and practice my oratory skills. And if possible, work towards an inspiring leader feat. If not, then I'll just do that.
Okay. Again, like with Noxus, that would take months of training.
Fair.
If you wanted to do it outside of using your, because you're 13 now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think your next level would be, right? Would be an ability score improvement, or
I don't think so. I think I get a class feature at 14.
Yeah.
nope, yours would be 16. So if you want to work towards that, it would take several months of practice at the Temple of the Arkheart.
Okay. Well, I will burn as much time as I can practicing there.
Okay.
First, we fight a Planetar.
Spike,
Yeah.
Spike, how many keys do you have left?
Yet?
Yeah.
2.
Okay.
One of them is at Vasselheim.
Yeah, John was thinking of that and was thinking if you find any this is out of character. If like you find any information or anything, like Nox will go with you.
Out of character, Flake is doing this to get away from Nox for a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
Stab.
Nox is basically at the point of like, get over it, please. I miss my brother.
Oh.
Not just
Time.
friend zoned, family zoned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Time's the thing that.
No one's gonna do research on where they might be able to get their hands on 25,000 gold pieces worth of diamonds.
Ain't my problem.
I mean, Nox will do it in.
Nox. I gotta
Nox
get
will
these.
do it at. Nox will do it like when he goes to sleep. I mean, he's not like spending
When you go to
hours
sleep.
and hours. Like before he goes to bed, like he'd probably spend an hour on it every night.
Where?
I don't know.
Thinking
Find a
about
book.
it. Where
Oh wait,
can I go?
we don't have the worldwide internet.
Yeah.
He would go pick up some books from if there's a library in Whitestone. And if there is
castle
not,
has an extensive library.
then Nox will ask if he can take some of those books, and he will read them before he goes to sleep.
Okay.
I would check in 3 places.
Okay.
One is I would ask Tara if Craghammer has the means to sell that many diamonds from their mines.
Yes, Tara.
Yep.
She tells you that is. Oh, that is quite the hefty order, but they could probably fill it.
Awesome. Good to know. And then I would also check with my network
Probably want to
contacts.
talk to one of the Grey Spines that run the mine.
Okay. So that's probably something that I might like save that conversation for when we're all like together.
Okay.
But in the meantime, I'll also kind of check with all my network contacts as well as Seeker Assume to see if any of them can at least point me into any places where caches of diamonds that unsavory people may have stored that I may be able to get my hands upon.
All right. Make a criminal network check. Whatever that would be.
Da-da-da.
Charisma?
Investigation, persuasion.
Is that no? You have a feature that's like your background feature, right? That
Yeah.
allows you to do that. Okay. In asking around, you get a few suggestions that are like, well, yeah, obviously this places would have a ton of diamonds, but that's not really an option. So like, the Council of Tal'Dorei Treasury is one that might have access to such things. The obviously the Craghammer with their extensive mines. You get word that they might have something there. That they might be able to. They have access to that many diamonds.
The secret clasp storage shed that everybody's forgotten about.
You do hear about not a secret clasp storage shed, but there is all sorts of as far as the clasp is concerned, a lot of their smuggling and warehouses come in and out of Stillben. So that might be something you could look into.
Okay.
And there it is. Sorry.
That's cool.
You hear while in Craghammer, and talking to some gnomes, they had their own very centuries ago. They had their own very advanced mining operation in their ancestral home of Wittebach before they were forced out of there, and it was flooded by geothermal fissures
Okay.
around 400 years ago. They were displaced by a band of hill giants, and their underwater or their under their subterranean home was flooded with poisonous gas and boiling hot geothermal like water. But they had quite the advanced mining operation, and you know that gnomes primarily were ones to go after precious stones.
Okay. I'll share that information along with the potential caches in Stillben with the
So
team
yeah,
as
so you've got 4 potential options. You could rob the vaults of the Taldori Council. You could look
That
into
sounds like a great idea.
That sounds like
potential
something Ren would totally be willing for you to do.
the smuggling operations of the Clasp in Stillbend, the Gray Spines in Craghammer, who run the mines, or this, legend of a drowned subterranean 400-year-old, city that was taken over by hill giants and drowned in, in Wittabach.
So, because I have no intention of either screwing over Iman or Craghammer, I will
Well, no, the
suggest.
Craghammer thing is, like, Tara's not suggesting that you steal from them. She's saying that you could potentially buy that many diamonds from
Right.
Craghammer, or talk to the Gray Spines, and they might be able to work out. You're a man of talents. Perhaps they have something that they're looking for you to take, that you could take care of for them. And instead of payment in gold, you could take payment in diamonds.
Good idea. Thank you, Tara. Um, so when I tell the team about it, I'll just propose it as we could talk to the Gray Spines or the Council of Amon for any services we can provide in exchange for diamonds. I'm not going to suggest plundering either of those two, but I will suggest um, seeing if we can uh, intercept some of the smuggling from Stillben, see what we can find there, or exploring the gnomish mines at Wittabach. We're all for.
We'll say that this conversation is had before you leave, Fike.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't got a horse in this race, so.
Question for Bill.
Yes.
Vanya's had some experience dealing not with Class, but with Myriad. Would they also be smuggling diamonds potentially?
They smuggle all sorts of things.
I will bring that
And
up to the group as an option then.
The reason that you're on this continent is because you followed
Yeah.
that you followed them to Stillben,
Yes.
their operations.
That's why I'm asking, because you said Stillben in Clasp and Stillben. So yeah, Vanya will also raise, hey, I hate the Myriad. They smuggle a lot of things. Why don't we go kill some of them and take, if we need their stuff?
Hey, I haven't heard that name in a while, those assholes.
I mean,
Yeah, they're still assholes.
it's not a bad idea, but I kind of like going to the Gray Spines because their thing may be a lot easier to deal with than fighting a whole entire evil organization that could bite us in the ass later. Like, we already have so many people who are going to kill us later. Like, we have the Aaron, yes, who's going to kill me later, which probably means you guys if you're with me.
I
We
mean,
have
you fucked with Botsvir. Botsvir is Myriad, or works with them a lot.
right. That's number 2. He's another one who's coming to kill us later. Number 3
Yeah.
is the entire Hobgoblin army. Probably, I don't know. Just we're not on good terms with them.
So what's a couple
I
more?
really-
That's what I'm
I
hearing.
would not like to add a 4th.
You mean like the 4th that Vanya added when he drew that card?
Oh yeah.
And also that card you pulled as well. We have them. That's a fourth. I do not want to add a fifth, please.
Does
No more
anybody actually
surprises.
know that that's what that card did
You told them
in
that.
character?
Yeah, you told us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I told.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You
I
told
did
us
see him
something's
say-
coming after you. You didn't go into specifics.
Oh
Somebody's
yeah,
coming after you and
that's true.
excited to deal with it.
So yeah,
I'm just
Nox.
saying, we've got a lot of options to find some diamonds.
I say we have the best relationship with Craghammer. I say we go there first.
It's not a bad idea. I think maybe we talk to both Craghammer and Iman, and with any luck, maybe it's a two birds with one stone kind of deal, and maybe they may have us pursue the clasp or the myriad, and we can indulge ourselves there as well.
Right.
I mean,
Also, Fike, you still have that box. I mean, we can go looking for those keys. There might be diamonds in that box, right?
well, I have Strats looking out for Kothrik, and I know where the other one is, and I'm gonna go to Vasselheim to get it. So
Well, if you want us to go with you, just ask. We'll go.
Not to be weird, but I'm kind of supposed to help you guys with whatever the fuck is going on with those hobgoblins, but that's apparently down the line. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck to do with myself.
does Fike know anything? Since he had like that session with Pike about Vasselheim at all, and like the temple there, like that he definitely would have asked about.
You know that in the 20 years since she, or 20 plus years since she resurrected the temple that was there, it has become a pillar in Vasselheim. You know how there's like the different communities that center around the different deities, right? Like there's the Bahamut section, the Cord section, the Raven Queen section, the Melora section, the Lawbearer, the shit, what's their name? Not Avandra.
Changebringer.
No, not the Changebringer. The Lawbearer is like the Lawbearer is Avandra, right? No.
No.
Arathis?
Arathis.
The Wild Mother?
Arathis.
Arathis.
No.
The Arathis section is like the Quad Roads. You have the Braving Grounds, which belongs to Cord. You have the Platinum Sanctuary, which belongs to Bahamut. You have the the Raven Queen section. There's now a section that has been built up around Sarenrae and around the temple. There's a community that's there. So there is a they've become one of the the, for lack of a better term, the pillars of Vasselheim. It's like renewed itself, like it was an ancient temple that's been unearthed and refurbished, for lack of a better term, and worship has started to come back to the Dawn City in under Sarenrae, and as the gods in this, as Pike would explain to you, is the gods in this world are strengthened by the amount of followers they have, and so as that community grows, Sarenrae's influence grows, Sarenrae's strength grows, and it kind of becomes circular at that point. So there's like a renewable circular system at that point. So there is she would have explained that too, that many travel there from outside of Vasselheim to find redemption in that section of the city.
do I also know that it holds some of the biggest, baddest, badass motherfuckers in the world that sometimes they need their head knocked in, and a little tiny halfling is willing to do it?
If you would have, I'll say that she would have told you about the Braving Grounds because she saw that you were traveling with some Cord people and told you about her and Grog's time at the Crucible.
I will let Arani know if she would be down.
That there's literally there's a fighting, like a little fighting pit that's straight up fisticuffs.
There's a fight club.
Essentially, yeah.
And you're allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, but this fight club you're allowed to talk about.
So yeah, there's like that. It seems like she might have initially been saying, well, I guess I can follow you guys for a little more because it'd be rough doing that. But the moment you say that, like, oh, fuck, I'm in. Okay. That's something to do. Keeps me occupied. Sure. And as long as you guys are close by, that means I don't have to worry about teleport hopping whenever you need me.
Well, I could teleport us back if we need to get back here post haste, but just the once.
I'm down. I've never tried fighting in Vasselheim before.
Right.
Maybe,
And then
maybe we all should go to Vasselheim. No? Because, for one, we don't need you dying, Fike.
I'm not gonna die.
Hey, he's got muscle. Tapping the Tetsubo.
Are you trying to? Do you want to air this out right now?
Wait, what?
Is that what's gonna happen?
We'll pick things back up next week.
Oh!
Now that I have an idea of where you guys want to go and what you want to do.
I'm gonna fight Arani hand-to-hand combat.
You're gonna get your ass.
Yeah.
100%. But I can divine smite, and that's something that's okay to do.
I can also smite.
Yeah, but I don't gotta worry about that big stick. I just gotta worry about your fists. I'm not looking to win. I'm looking to hurt.
Oh no! She's gonna say like he has weapons. Let's do this.
No, the Crucible is fisticuffs. No
oh really?
Armor.
Oh.
No armor, fists only.
Oh.
Well, you can kick and headbutt and stuff, just no weapons.
I was curious. There's a question. Did Gilmore's have any? Have any?
I would have bought them already. I would have bought them already. Do not even start.
I'll fight you for him.
Knuckle dusters?
Oh yeah.
Those would be considered weapons.
Oh come on! Didn't Pike use
Knuckle
gauntlets?
duster.
Overpower or a magic item, which she doesn't have to wear technically to get that bonus. She could take them off and like hang them on her hip. As long as she's attuned to them, she's that strong.
Yes.
They just can't be a certain amount of feet away.
That is
Mm.
correct.
And unattuned to them.
Yeah. Someday.
I can make you. I would have been able to make you a pair if you asked.
What?
I got. I'm a tinkerer. How easy would it be to cast a pair of fucking brass knuckles?
Pretty easy.
Oh, it's not the brass knuckles. I meant like gauntlets. The power.
Oh, you want gauntlets of ogre power?
Fuck yeah.
The Gilmore's does not have those currently.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I
I'm
figured.
pretty sure. Hold on, let me double check their inventory real quick.
Oh, you want the gauntlets? Yeah, he doesn't have.
Better not. I think I've asked like 3 times for him.
I
fight
keep
you
a
for 'em.
running update of their inventory.
Especially if there's shit to beat up in the party.
They do not.
Oh,
They do not.
damn
They
it.
do not have those currently. They're probably going to be getting over the next couple months quite a bit of new inventory, and since you guys have been selling them back a lot of stuff.
The gas cherry, like, tell me when. That's the thing I want.
You could commission them.
That's true. How much would it be is the question.
I'll get back to you next session on that.
Okay. Probably
think
more than I
they're-
have.
I think they're uncommon,
Hmm.
so at least 1,500 gold pieces, if not a little more.
I do have that. Ooh.
Probably more, but I'll have to double check on my chart.
Okay.
Um, all right. Who wants experience points?
Please and thank you.
Yay.
Yes.
Nox and Vanya, you each had 21. Biero and Fike, you each had 20. And Orani, you had 19. And I love that Orani and Vanya are going to be like the DeVito Schwarzenegger twins.
Right. On the poor twin. 4 halflings in a trench coat.
You were my brother now. You were my brother. Oh,
twin.
we didn't check
Oh.
out the remaining snake.
Huh?
Say
we,
what?
didn't check on the remaining snake.
Oh, God. What's the remaining snake again? Which one was it?
I don't
Linguini?
know. Linguini's dead.
So, hey guys, another arc completed.
Heyo.
Minotaur fight next week.
No. No.
You don't get to say no. You're the asshole saying we gotta open this bottle. Figure out.
Yeah, I'd rather open up a bottle than go back to the Underdark.
You go to the
What makes you
Underdark
think-
and open up a bottle just in case. It's their problem now.
What makes you think you're going to go to the Underdark again? I've been there, done that.
Good. The DM doesn't
Oh,
want
that-
us to go back there.
That was the other thing I wanted to do in my downtime.
Go back to the Underdark?
Fuck you. Fuck you in particular.
I'd like to go see Cinema. You know, just have a one night stand
Cinema?
with one night
Cinema.
stand with the Queen.
You're a piece of shit.
Empress. Not
Yes.
Queen.
It's an entire
Why
empire down there.
I didn't really know there was a difference.
There is.
Oh, yeah.
How so?
Empress is higher than Queen.
It's kind of like being the admiral of a fleet versus the captain of a ship.
Yes.
Yeah, there was only one queen in the Underdark, and bitch, you were looking at him.
Like technically speaking, if you watch Game of Thrones, you know how they're like the king or queen of the 7 kingdoms. The proper term, since they're ruling over 7 kingdoms, should technically be emperor or empress.
Ah, got it.
It's also more of an Eastern term, like a Japan and China, and like a Eastern term.
Mm-hmm.
King and queen was more of a
Yeah,
Western.
George R. Martin, get your shit straight.
Oh, also, so you guys can get an idea of the magic level that I'm talking about for the next campaign, because you guys seem to be a bit confused, is if on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being 1 being like the real world where there is no magic, and 10 being the campaign we're playing right now where there's all sorts of fuck tons of magic, and 5 in the middle being like Game of Thrones. We're talking about like a 6 or 7 on the scale.
Okay.
So are there like class restrictions based on that? Like you can't be a wizard, for example, or
No, you can.
You can be a wizard. There's going to be more technological restrictions than magical restrictions.
No Percy inventions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no gunslingers.
I should probably stop the recording, but thank you so much
yeah,
for
yeah.
watching us. Thanks for hanging out, Crunch. We will hopefully see you next week. Later.
Yep.
I'm a badass asexual polyhedral dice holder. I'm proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass asexual partners love me for it. I'm a natural 20 when it comes to being